episode of For the Love of the Game, episode 29. Myself, Dre, I'm joined by Ronaldo. Skervin is on his way. Ronaldo, what are you saying? You good?
Yeah, man. Love. Yeah,
Cool.
for the love of the game.
As always. Like we say, man, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Feedback is always welcome. Let's get to it. This weekend, some good football. Some very good football in the Premier League. But I think where we should start, we usually start at Manchester United, but I think this weekend we've got to start with the biggest game. We've got to start with the league leaders. Yes.
Yes.
Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2. Boy, where do we start? We're going to start with a team that won. We'll get to the pansies in a bit. But, boy, is this another test passed for Arsenal and Mikel Arteta?
Yes. 100%. Passed flying colours as well. A-star. You know what I mean? That's how much I think that win matters to Arsenal at the moment. It was important. They won that game. Definitely. Statement win.
Do you think that was a bigger statement win than the North London derby last weekend?
Yes. Definitely. Most definitely. Because with a derby, it doesn't matter where Arsenal is in the table or where they are in the table. They can win. You know what I mean? They could be 20th and still beat Tottenham on the weekend.
That's true.
It's a derby game, you know what I mean? But obviously it's important. It's a big win, beating Tottenham, 100%. It's a top 4 team in it. So obviously confidence-wise, but I'll say beating Liverpool, definitely a statement to the rest of the Premier League. Arsenal in business.
I think it's like exercising a little demon, innit? Because Liverpool usually come to the Emirates and blitz them, innit? There's been a few times when Liverpool gone to Emirates and it's just been over within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that I know this ain't the same Liverpool. We'll talk a bit more in depth about Liverpool in a second, but I don't want to heap too much praise on Arsenal, innit? But I feel like that was a checkpoint victory for Arsenal, innit? In terms of, okay, we've beaten a big team. Like, all right, cool. What's next? Like, I feel the belief now in Arsenal is sky high in it. And I also want to say, I've never heard the Emirates rocking like it's rocked in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely.
The Emirates now has that feeling and that atmosphere like you don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, before you go to Emirates, like, I think every team in the Prem could have a little bit of hope. Like, you know what? If we catch Arsenal, we could win here. You know, like, but those 2 victories now, I look at it now, I'm like, okay. And it's not like they scraped those victories. Arsenal deserved to beat Tottenham last week and deserved to beat Liverpool yesterday.
Yeah, I agree.
Fully deserved to beat Liverpool. Let's touch on the first 20 minutes. Because one thing I've noticed about Arsenal, they start off firing. It's like they go straight blitz mode. They scored within a minute. What was your thoughts on that first goal?
Boy, well, like you said, total blitz. What was it? 50-something seconds?
Yeah, 56 seconds.
56 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, under a minute. Like, that's crazy. Straight first attack. Blitz. That's the perfect word for it, mate. You know what I'm saying? But breaking it down, yeah. Liverpool 6 and 7s, man. Story of their season so far. Like, defensively, they've been poor, man. That was poor. Like, it was all over the place, man. There was gaps, holes everywhere. That ball from Saka, Odegaard. He had options, man.
Hey,
chose the right one, though. I know. Class, innit?
Young player of the year. I'm on board. Throw that out there already. That guy has got a football brain way above his age. Like, what a pass, bro. You know what? That's one thing I'll say about. I said it last week, even though you think I'm an Arsenal hater. I said it last week. Arsenal play the most enjoyable football to watch in the Prem. Easily, I can watch Arsenal play and not think about switching the channel over to see what's going on elsewhere in it. Even though City have got. Well,
Finally
I said
some
it last
flowers.
week. I said it. There's no
Finally
flowers.
some flowers.
It's
It's not
it's acknowledgement. It's acknowledgement, innit?
okay,
But
okay.
Arsenal have always played good football, even under Wenger. Always played good football, innit? But
Yeah,
that football is like, I don't know. It's something different. It's not the same. It's not the same coriander and spinach, bruv. This is premium, high quality food that Arsenal cooking up at the Emirates right now, bruv.
yeah.
Like, that goal
I hear
there was, I was like, raw. And I was like, I even stood up, I was like, raw. And then I looked at the time, I was like, 1 minute, you know?
you. They were celebrating in 1 minute, mate.
Listen,
Yeah.
I was like, raw. And then I was thinking, like, you know what? What I said last week, remember I said Arsenal could stuff them 4-1, you know? I was thinking, like, Arsenal could, like, batter them today, you know?
Were you saying they
But
was there for the taking?
they were there for the taking. They were there for the taking. Martinelli had, you see Trent Alexander-Arnold? You know what, yeah? He's reached that point where it can't all just be about attacking now. You've got to have the basics of defending down. Like, that's simple. Your first job as a right back is to defend. Forget all the going forward business. Your first job as a right back is to defend. And it's kind of similar to how Maguire and Shaw in it, where we used to say Luke Shaw was so shit that Maguire was doing his job and Shaw's job. But really, Maguire's just shit in it. But in this case, Van Dijk's is having to do his job and Trent Alexander-Arnold's job, but Trent's actually shit. Like, Martinelli had him on skates. Trent had to come off at half time, try to say injury. He got listen.
He was on the ropes, definitely.
I've been a big fan of Martinelli since the moment he bust on the scene. I said he's the best Arsenal youngster of all of them. How he does not go to the World Cup, if you don't go to the World Cup, that's a crime. Absolute crime. What a baller. And he don't stop. 90th minute, he's still roasting Joe Gomez. Like,
yeah, he's just directing it, yeah, straight. Saka the same. That's the thing I like about Arsenal from day one. They're direct, their wingers are on it. They're on taking you on. They're on it all day. You know what I'm saying?
But one thing I will say, when you're on top in games, you've got to hammer down your point. You've got to make it 2-0. You've got to make it 3-0. And Arsenal didn't do that. Credit to Liverpool. They came back into the game. Also want to give credit to Darwin Núñez. He led the line superbly yesterday. You know, that's probably his best game in a Liverpool shirt. At 1-1, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, raw, Liverpool back in this, they've woken up. I see something here. But then sloppiness right on at half time, absolute sloppiness. Arsenal scoring that goal at half time probably set it up perfectly for the rest of the game. But I think it was a penalty, innit? It wasn't. Do you think it was a penalty? Oh no, that was the third goal, innit? We'll get to that in a minute. But Saka scored a little tap in. I think that was the one where Trent was caught. I don't know. He got sent to the shops. I think it was him and what's his name? Hendo.
Henderson.
We'll talk about Hendo in a minute as well. Little machismo last night. They both got sent to Tesco's. I don't know if they've come back yet, but boy, at half time, Arsenal must have been thinking, yeah, we've got this, but still, Liverpool might do something. And here's my next thing. I don't know did you see the game?
Yeah. I watched it. Yeah.
What was your thoughts of the Arsenal retaking the lead again? I would say a bit against the run of play.
Yeah, definitely against the run of play. But that's the thing about Arsenal. They can score at any given minute. because of how they play. They're always in the game. Like I say, their wingers are direct. If you see it's from Martinelli to Saka, they're both bursting. They're getting in the box. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the aim. So I'm not surprised that they score because Arsenal are like that on the counter. They're very dangerous.
One
So
thing I also want to say is that I like the fact that Saka followed the ball in it. Because
yeah,
you see
that's
with
right.
other teams, their wingers stay out wide. They might come in the box, but they're not. They're just waiting for the ball to come to them. He followed the play. He
Yeah, these
followed the
two
ball towards
wingers.
goal. They
They're
both do it. I'll give them full
exactly.
respect for that. Still.
So yeah, I'm
Um,
not surprised they scored there, man.
and then on to the second half. Boy, minus that Liverpool equalising, there was literally nothing else from Liverpool that second half. What did you make of Klopp's decision to sub Trent at half time?
I think that's a brave decision and a good decision because Trent, like you said, he was on skates. He didn't know what to do with Martinelli, mate. I'm
Yeah,
telling you that. I could see why the injury played a part because to face Martinelli, you need to be on 100% anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like at
mm,
the start of the game, he was 100%, and the player scored within 56 seconds. So
mm.
it shows in it. If he's got a knock, he has to come off because he's at fault for both goals. Do you know what I mean? So there you go. He's having a stinker in it. So that's good
What did
management.
you make? What did you make of his defending for that second goal? Because that was absolutely disgraceful defending.
Yeah, that was poor defending. Poor defending. But to be fair to the player, he's probably thinking, I'm gonna help out my captain, midfielder, because he's not really a natural defender, being in that position. So he's probably thinking, I'm taking responsibility. But you gotta be aware, man. Gotta be aware of your surroundings. It's 3 against 3, man. Him moving across just made it so easy. He made his mind up. He made
Yeah,
Martinelli's mind up because you ran that way. Come on, he has to cut back inside. Where is he gonna go? He can't go that way no more. You get it, Dre? So
yeah,
that route is cut. You blocked it. So you've made up his mind. So like you said, he sent him to the shops, and now it's tapping. You know what I'm saying? At the far post. You know what I'm saying? So if he stayed where he's supposed to stay, it would have been more difficult. You had to go to the byline and try and cut it back or cross it in. Do you get it? But like you said, he's at fault, man. Shocking defending from a top class player as well. But I must say, yeah, just for the record, like I think Liverpool played well in that game. To be fair, like Arsenal, very confident. You know what I'm saying? They're playing out of their skin at the moment, and to go there and to dig in and get back on level terms twice, not
twice.
once,
Yeah,
twice. That shows character. That shows, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone's on Liverpool, but it shows they're champions, man. It shows that you know what I'm saying? They don't know when they're beaten. And to lose in the manner they did, you can see, you know what I mean? You can still see that. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be, man. They're
you know
just
what?
lucky.
Yeah, you know what? I think between the first goal they let in and when it got to 3-2 and Arsenal took lead, I think Liverpool are the better team.
There you go.
I
For
literally
moments
think
in the game.
Liverpool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I literally think Liverpool are the better team, and I think
I
it's
think
little
like
defensive lapses, isn't it? Like,
now you
but
touched on
oh,
Liverpool. I think Diaz going off, yeah, was that didn't help. That didn't help because that's when they got it back to 1-1. I think. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? With the assist, and then he got injured like 10 minutes after. That didn't help Liverpool's cause. That didn't help them. They need their
yeah.
best players out there, man. You know what I mean?
We'll get to Liverpool in a second. But what do you make of the penalty for Arsenal?
I
Some
must say,
say
yeah.
soft, some say deserved, some say if it was your team, you'd gladly take it. What's your thoughts on that penalty?
Let me be fair. It's a penalty, innit? He did kick him, innit? If
Mm.
it's soft or if it's not, that's debatable. I agree with that one, 100%. You can debate whether it's soft or whether it's not, but you can't debate whether he kicked him or not. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's
Like
true.
That's undebatable. You can't say, he never kicked him. He dived or he faked. No, he kicked him. Did Jesus make a bit more of it? Yes, but that's football. That's part of the game. You know what I mean? Like, of course he's gonna go down, hold his leg, roll around. He wants to get a pen in it. That's how football is in my eyes. You know what I mean? But yeah, you could say soft as well. Like, I have to be fair. It is soft, but at the end of the day, it's a pen. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say on that one, Trey. You know, I could understand why Liverpool fans are a bit upset saying it's soft, because it is soft, but they cannot say it's not a pen.
At the end of the day, it's one of those ones where if it goes for your team, you're happy, it's a penalty. If it goes against you, you're gonna say it's soft, isn't it?
There you go.
It's just one of those ones. At the end of the day, to me, it's soft. But boy, if you kick me in my foot, I'm in the penalty box. I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna make the most of it, bro.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be mad at that, to be honest. But boy, Bukayo Saka, that takes a lot after what happened, just over a year ago, about 15 months ago, just up the road at Wembley and that.
Yeah.
Big penalty, big moment there. That Jordan Henderson moment happened, was it before the penalty or after the penalty, innit?
I think it was June, you know, during the little melee. When the VAR and all that was going on.
We'll get to Jordan Henderson after we talk about Saka, and we have to heap full praise on Bukayo Saka for, boy, that was a big moment in the game, but in totality, that could be a big moment in the whole season for Arsenal.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Bukayo Saka being a match winner? 2 goals yesterday. Is he starting to come of age as a footballer?
Yes.
Let alone an Arsenal player, but as a footballer.
Yes. That's the point I was gonna raise. He's not a youth no more. He's not a kid no more. Like, looking at him stepping up to take the penalty, you're looking at a young kid. You're thinking he's 12 years old, 14 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? He looks like, but he's not on the pitch. He's a savage. He'll eat you. He's onto you. You can't get the ball off him. He protects the ball so well. I got to give it to him. He's so strong on the ball. He can take it to feet with the defender behind him. He's come of age now. And Mikel Arteta said the same thing. You know what I mean? After, when asked about Saka, he said, he's mature now. He's maturing into a player that wants to be a match winner. And he's proved that on the day against Liverpool, like you say. So it shows that, like you said, he's out of that category where you can say, oh, he's young, give him time. No, he wants to be a match winner. You get what I'm saying, Dre? He wants to be that guy. That's the difference in these big games. Do you know what I mean? So you have to give him his flowers, man. Well done, Saka, man. Brilliant performance, man.
100%. I think even this season, I've noticed there's a confidence about Bukayo Saka that wasn't there last season, especially at Old Trafford. He had Malacia on skates. And I feel like maybe in a year or two, he'll get to that level where he's going to be like, like yesterday was the match winner because he scored a penalty, but he will be the difference in games. Like, kind of like how Vinny is for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
It's how I see Saka eventually becoming. Like, he'll soon be the go-to guy. Give the ball to Saka and just leave him, let him do his magic. I think that's soon coming to his game, innit? But the growth in him, especially over the last 2 years since, like, even the Euros, like, he weren't expected to do anything at the Euros, but he ended up becoming one of England's most important players. To now being, 19, 20, being one of Arsenal's most important players. The top of the league. Kudos, man. And he's settling the big games. You have to give him his flowers, 100%. Scoring in the big games, bro. Scored against United, scoring against Liverpool. You can't knock it. You cannot knock it. We'll get back to Arsenal and talk about how their season could end up panning out after we get to Liverpool. Is this more than a blip now? Is this crisis times now at Anfield?
Could say that. Could say it's a crisis. 10 points, 10 games. Could say it's a crisis.
They've won 2 league
No,
games.
8 games, 10 points. Sorry. You could say it's a crisis, man. Because that's Roy Hudson form there, man. That is a joke. And all Liverpool fans will say the same. That is a joke. Absolute joke. That's the worst club's ever done since it's been there in the 7 years. That's Roy Hudson form, bro. Like, they've taken 100 steps backward. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I read a quote today, yeah, saying Klopp came in with heavy metal football and now he's playing bass guitar, but like
I saw Gary Neville. Gary Neville said that, innit? I had to laugh. I ain't gonna lie.
bro,
I ain't gonna lie.
the
Man
thing
said man's
all
doing it. Look at small.
yeah, me. None of that electro stuff no more, bro. Man's winging up and down the wings and nah, bro. And days are gone, bro. Players don't even run back no more. So Thiago for that goal, for the goal half
Hey,
time.
he looked like if he
Tired,
tried
bro.
sprinted, he would have been out of here, fam.
Tired,
Yeah.
bro. Nunes blew past him when he's a striker. Blew past Thiago trying to get back. Thiago's the midfielder, you know. Joke, bro. When you see stuff like that, you know that it's gone. It's gone now. You know that drive, that motivation. He can't motivate the players no more.
Yeah. I don't even think I think it's just he ain't got the personnel in the engine room of that team to do what he wants to do anymore, innit? Like when you actually look at that team, he's lost.
Yeah.
He hasn't replaced Ronaldo, who's a major. He was the engine in that midfield.
Yeah, one of them, definitely one of the cogs.
I don't know why I go for Fabinho. I don't know what he's done.
Pop down, Dre. That's what Klopp does. All of these men are carrying injury. Dre, check Liverpool's team. Pure injuries. All of them. This is what he does to players.
What happened to Ox? Ox is injured again.
Oh man, he's a David. Dre, I'm telling you about the proper
I've been
team.
saying this, you know. I've been saying this for like the last 2 seasons. The last 2 seasons, I've been saying Liverpool ain't gonna make top 4 because at some point, this all running up and down business is gonna destroy the players, bro. It can't last forever, especially with the same squad. Here's why I give Klopp kudos, because he's managed to milk whatever he can out of this Liverpool squad for as long as possible. But this is now the time where they're done out here. Even the midfielder they got in from Juventus, he's out for 3 to 4 months, bro.
Thank you. But it's because of the demands during training. You see Diaz, yeah? Look how he got injured and he left on crutches. That shows the players carrying injuries, bro. You see Klopp, yeah? I don't know how he does it, but Salah has been a blessing. Mane, blessing as well. Because when he's out, he's not out for that long. But that's the thing about Klopp. See, when his players are injured, Jay, they carry it for a whole season. So they'll come back and they're out again. And they'll come back and they're out again. He runs them in the ground, bro. He's demanding, you know, as a coach. They play football, high intensity, all of that. But, bro, it's demanding. Do you know what I mean? Because look at Salah. Man scored like what? How many goals? Golden boot. Check how many kilometers man covers in the game. You know what I'm saying, Jake? Running up and down that wing.
Him, like he looks a shell of his old self. Like,
tell you, he needs a break, bro. He needs to chill out, bro. Come back into the team, but the team needs him, innit? That's the thing about Klopp, bro. Needs you, bro. So you're out there, bro. I don't know, man. But for me, complacency, bro. They need some fresh start. They need a new manager. But it's gonna be difficult saying that because of what he's achieved. But you can tell it's just gonna play out over the season that something needs to change, and he's already changed the players. So, you get what I mean?
I always look at it as like I remember someone once told me football runs in 4-year cycles, innit? and you very rarely do you see a team stay the same for plus 4 years and manage the same same level of success in it. At some point after that 4 years, the levels drop in it, and that's why the top managers always freshen up the squad, and like they're able to see when certain players, even if they're at their peak, are beginning to drop off. Similar to how Ferguson was the king of that. There was bare cult heroes at Man United where everyone was like, "Raw, why did Fergie sell him? He was at his peak of his powers." And then when you look at it, nah, that was probably like that last good season when he was great. He knew after that it was gonna drop off, innit? I think with Liverpool, they've got bare man that are just like that. And I think Klopp's seen it and has always said he wants to freshen up the squad, but Liverpool ain't got the money in it. Which I've been saying for years, Liverpool ain't got money in it. Like, Klopp knows that, especially that midfield, is dead. He wanted to improve it during the summer. He covered for what's the Fenway group or whatever they're called, isn't it? He covered for them.
Yeah.
Up until the point, was it the Man United game where they lost? And then he was like, "Yeah, I want a midfield. Yeah, you're right. I want a midfielder. Yeah, it's important."
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he didn't want Arthur, bruv. I'm pretty sure he didn't want Arthur, whatever his name is.
Yeah, he didn't want him, 100%.
Because he ain't even played him.
Exactly.
That's the. And then when you actually look at it now, he's out injured. And I know for a fact, the heavy metal football he wants to play, it's like he can do that up front, he can do it at the fullbacks, but like you said, man, in the midfield, it's just bass guitar, innit? They're doom, with Thiago and Jordan Henderson are not covering no ground. And Thiago might as well be playing with Scott McTominay in midfield because Jordan Henderson's crap. Like, he can't play a forward. He can't play in between the lines to save his life, innit? So Thiago's lost that C. And he can't drum. Thiago, the man he's the worst when it comes to injury records.
Telling you.
And that's who you rely on in the midfield. Come on, man.
No, I mean
Liverpool, it's one of those ones, where because of what Klopp's done at Liverpool, he won't get sacked, innit? But there's no way on this. If they finish top 4, then there's something wrong with the Premier League. The quality in this Premier League is in the toilet if Liverpool finish in the top 4. No way, no way. They won't finish top 6.
I say it's getting more difficult every week.
Why I said that is because when you actually look at it, their 2 wins, Scott Parker's Bournemouth, and a dodgy game against Newcastle where that game should have been over and done with before they scored a winner. It was their little 16-year-old college student that scored their goal.
I know.
That's their only 2 wins.
Last minute, innit?
Since
last minute.
Right. I haven't been impressed. The only time I've been impressed watching Liverpool was the Community Shield. They actually played City off the park.
Yeah, now that you've said it, yeah. It's true, you know. It's true.
And then I've watched them ever since. And I'm like, something ain't right. Something's not right. And I know it's quick to blame the defense and whatever, but one thing someone said, I think it must have been on ESPN FC, they said, everyone loves to say they miss Almane's goals, but it's what he was doing pressing up from the front. It's what Liverpool miss. Because Liverpool don't do that hardly anymore, innit?
Yeah. He sets it. The guy's so fit, it's ridiculous. That's what I said. He covers like 15 kilometers a game, bro. I'm telling you, Mane.
Literally.
Sometimes even more. It's crazy, bro. At elite level to run like that. Come on, man.
I think he had enough of running around
100%.
so much in Liverpool. It's like, I've got mad, bro.
He's in his 30s now. You know he ain't going to last doing that much longer. You know what I mean? He can just go by and chill, play 3-4 more seasons, man. At Liverpool, no way. 100% no way he's playing 3 more seasons, 4 more, at that level. No. It's not happening.
All right. So, what are we saying now in terms of where Arsenal, Liverpool go this season? Do you think Arsenal are title contenders?
Yes. Come on, man. I've already said this. I think Arsenal will challenge 100%. If they add more in January as well, after the World Cup, if they get a few more in quality, because that's the only thing about Arsenal, it's a squad, innit? We know City squad's way better. If someone gets injured, they'll cope. You know what I mean? But we don't know about Arsenal because these new signings are so important to how they play, like the confidence, what the team's been doing. If, say, one or two was to pick up a knock here or there throughout the season, then, you know what I mean? It's difficult to see Arsenal keeping up this form without, you know what I'm saying, these important players, man. But I think they'll challenge, definitely, 100%, all the way to the end, not just up until Christmas or
Oh,
all the way to
whoa.
the end. I think Arsenal's in a title. You have to. Come on, man. It's 10 games in. You know what I'm saying? And they're top of the pile, bro.
How many?
Like,
How many games? It's like 29 games to go.
yeah, but come on, man. 10 games in, man. You've got to give them credit for what they're doing now. Now they have to be considered as title challengers. Have to. 100%. Like,
I'm not sure about. You know what? Yeah.
yeah.
Here's why I feel it's difficult. Here's why I'm not going to say they're title. You see, if this was a normal season, I'll be like, okay, cool. I see them in it. I'm not going to say they're contenders because I honestly believe I think City are going to walk it at some point. Once them clocks go back, that's when City pump it into gear in it. They go on their little 13-game winning runs in that. But I will say it's kind of like 2 seasons into one in it, where you've got the first half of the season, and then there's a 6-week break. So effectively, not everyone's going to the World Cup. So it's kind of like a pre-season. Players can take a little break or whatever. Then you're back at it again, innit?
Yeah.
And it's non-stop football again. And that's the start of the second season, in a way. So I feel like a good start to this season will help Arsenal in terms of top 4, getting points on the board. But I think after Christmas, Boxing Day onwards, that's when the season starts.
Wow.
That's when I feel like this first half of the season is like there's such a gap between when's the last game before November the 12th or something to Boxing Day. It's 6 weeks. That's a big gap. Momentum's gone. Whoever's got momentum is gone. Because you think about it this way, for example, Gabriel Jesus, we'll use him as an example, could be flying, absolutely flying going into the World Cup. Yeah. Imagine, he gets to the semi-finals and he's missed a penalty. That's cost Brazil. That's all gone. Momentum's got. He's got to go back to Arsenal now with that on his mind, going back to Arsenal. It's not the same Gabriel Jesus that left in November to go to the Middle East and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a totally different season from Boxing Day onwards, isn't it? I think the first half of the season, get your points on the board, do what you have to do. But yeah, the season starts Boxing Day. I can't, because of that 6-week break, I can't say Arsenal in the title race. Because it's literally 6 weeks. That's literally a pre-season. That's literally the gap between the end of the season in May and the start of the, near enough, pre-season. Yeah, the end of the season in June, end of June, May, and the start of the season. 6 weeks.
Yeah, I agree that little gap can play a big part, but I wouldn't say it's pre-season because they're going to be players at the World Cup. You know, that's majority of players are going to be at the World Cup. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say it's pre-season. It's all about which teams cope better throughout that period, innit? Like, it's important, like you're saying it, getting off to a flying start. Because like you say, momentum's gone. So who knows what's gonna happen? It's never been done before, so it's hard to predict. It's hard to speculate. You know what I mean? So it's one of them ones, man. Like you say, isn't it? It's very important who comes out of that little period playing ball. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
Jay?
it's true. It's true. Very true.
100%. 100%. And also, like you say, players coming back from the World Cup confident. That's gonna play a role.
Exactly.
So it's a tricky one. Hard to call it.
Arsenal's next few games are, you could say, winnable. They've got Leeds away. They don't play next midweek because of Europa League. They were meant to play Manchester City. So Leeds away, Southampton away, Nottingham Forest at home, and then Chelsea away. Do we see any points being dropped?
No.
Whoa, so you think they're going to win at Stamford Bridge?
Yeah, it's possible. They've done it before.
Hey.
They've done it last season, no?
The Chelsea had nothing to play for.
Yeah, but they've done it before. I'm just saying, it's not something they haven't done before. And it's a derby, you know what I mean? So it's possible.
Right. So what are you saying, Arsenal going to be top going into the World Cup break, yeah?
It's possible. Very difficult, but it's possible. It all depends on how they cope against City, innit? I think that's a big game. I think Arsenal, it's going to take a lot to beat Arsenal now. The confidence that they're on, they're flying.
You know what I said about the whole second half of the season? Their first 4 games after the World Cup break, yeah? West Ham away, West Ham at home, tough game. Brighton away, tough game. Newcastle at home, tough game. And then the North London derby. New season. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm not buying the Arsenal stocks yet, but I rate their start to the season. It's cool. 8 wins from 9. You can't knock it, to be honest. But I need to see more. In regards to Liverpool, before we move on, boy, what are you saying? Do you think they'll finish top 4, or you think they could even finish top 6? The way they're playing.
Nah, the way they're playing is top 10 form, but I think they'll give it a push towards the end, but it might not be enough. So I say probably 6th, 7th. So yeah, top 6.
I think. Let me look at. I think it's because the teams that you would think that would finish top 6 will push it, like West Ham and that, not doing well. I've watched Liverpool enough to say that I'm not impressed with anything that they do. If they, I just want to see where they are come the World Cup break. They ain't got points in the bag. It's difficult to try and chase even one team, but to try and chase United, Chelsea, Tottenham, City, Arsenal, that's all mad. That's all mad. So I think this will be Klopp's last season as well. I think this is the end of the road. I think he'll walk. I don't think he's going to get backed in January to sign a player.
So. Boy, let's see innit. I think he could be gone by then, you know.
Oh, what do you think? They'll sack him or walk?
Yeah, I think he'll get sacked, man.
Whoa!
It's the Premier League, man. Savage, ruthless. If he don't pick up form and Liverpool keep slipping down the table, come on, man. They have to. They're forced. It's that they're not gonna stick with Klopp at 15th and 13th.
There's only
12th.
1 point separating Liverpool in 10th from Aston Villa in 16th. You know.
There you go. Like I just said, Liverpool fans ain't gonna settle for that. They love him and they appreciate what he's done, King Klopp and all that malarkey. But I'm telling you, mate, when Everton's above Liverpool, this is a whole different ball game.
They're the same points, isn't it? They're the same points.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, if they lose against City and Everton win, telling you, man.
Yeah, Could be a
Merseyside
bloodbath.
Evening News, bro. It's this the Blues on top. Nah, mate, they ain't gonna sit well on the Mersey, mate. Tell you that.
That's true. That is true. Before we touch on United, let's go through the rest of the weekend games quickly. First one, Bournemouth 2, Leicester 1. I think everyone kind of predicted Leicester were gonna. I think that result against Forest last week, they turned the corner. They were gonna do something against Bournemouth, but Gary O'Neill, mate.
Yeah,
Bournemouth.
he needs his flowers, man. They deserve it.
To me, if they can keep Bournemouth up, Bournemouth are above Liverpool.
You surprised?
Yo,
Because
whoa.
the 9-0. I get you. And now look,
Minus 12 goal difference. They are 2 points above Liverpool. Whoa. Wow, they're 8th.
yeah.
Whoa,
Bournemouth,
mate.
since Gary O'Neill took over, Bournemouth ain't lost, you know.
Yeah, I know. Didn't they go to Newcastle? Weren't they 3-1 down at Newcastle? And they came back and drew 3-3.
Yep. They've had 3 draws and 2 wins. It's
You
5
can't knock it.
games. You
You
know what I
can't
mean? The
knock it.
guy's
Cannot knock it.
unbeaten. To give him his credit, man. Well
Can't
done.
knock it. Wait, Leicester. Is it a matter of time before Rodgers is gone?
Yep. Days are numbered, mate. They're trying to back him and stick with him, but come on, man. How can you lose to Bournemouth, newly promoted team, after going 1-0 up? Got to kill the
Again.
game off, man. Got to kill the game off. Have to kill the game off. And then to concede the equaliser and then concede late on again. Come on, man. Got to blame the manager. He's got to shut up shop or do something to affect the game, innit? He didn't.
Got to leave there with something.
Lost.
Got to leave there with something, mate.
You know what I mean?
Next game, over to Stamford Bridge. First home win for Mr. Graham Potter. Chelsea 3, Wolves 0.
Yep.
Are Chelsea beginning to turn the corner now?
Yeah, you could say that things are on the up for Chelsea. New manager, doing well at the moment, still unbeaten. Yeah, you could say things are on the up, but do they look better as a team? Not so sure, you know. Jury's still out, but it's early days. But they're winning football matches. That's what matters, isn't it? So you could say they've turned the corner. Yeah, you could say that.
In terms of Chelsea, what do you think would be classic success this season for Chelsea? Would it be just making top 4? Or because before, like, we say Arsenal are in the title challenge,
Yeah.
I just want to put this out. If United and Chelsea win their games in hand, they're literally, I think, 4 and 5 points behind Arsenal. So, would you say, we'll get to United in a minute, but would you say Chelsea are in the title race?
No, they're not. Not for me. They should be. For the money that's spent and from the squad they have, they should be competing against City. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Like, Chelsea's invested in that squad every year for over how many years? So surely they're investing to compete for the title. They're not rebuilding. Do you know what I mean? They're not in a process like Arsenal, like transition or anything like that. So for me, they should be challenging City. They should be challenging for the title. But I can't see them pushing City at the moment. They're way off. They're miles off for me. So nah, they're not in the title challenge.
I would say the football's better. And I think the games that Potter's had to ease into life at Chelsea have been favourable, isn't it? In terms of Palace was difficult, but they won. Wolves, easy game. They played well against AC Milan, I'll give them that. But like even the next few games they've got coming up, they go to Villa next weekend. Come on, Villa, innit? Then they go to Brentford, who ain't flying. to be honest. They've been stuffed by Newcastle.
Yeah.
And then next Saturday, that will be the first big test for Potter. Chelsea versus Manchester United. Do you think Chelsea can get 3 out of 3 from the next 3 games?
Boy, very difficult. It's possible, but very difficult. Very, very difficult. But the only reason why I'm saying difficult is because they got United in there. So I know it's going to be difficult to beat United, 100%. But they could win them over 2 games. It's possible. It's Chelsea. They're capable.
Moving on to Wolves. Boy, I think it's going to be a long season for Wolverhampton Wanderers, you know. Is it the season where they drop back down to the Championship, do you think?
No. I think they got enough to stay up. Definitely, Wolves, 100%. They got enough to stay up. Like they had a few injuries, you know. They was missing a few players against Chelsea. To be fair, you know what I mean. Like regular players, first team players, Neves, captain, Jimenez. You know what I'm saying? Just to name a few. You know what I'm saying? They got enough, man. I think. Plus, they had no manager against Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? They had a caretaker. So come on, man. You know what I'm saying? They'll be alright, Wolves. I think they'll be
alright. Next game, Manchester City 4, Southampton 0. I think Southampton done well to hold them to 4, to be honest. But another routine win for City. Not much really to say there. That Haaland's on 15, 14 league goals already. We can say not much to really say. I think that was a routine win for Manchester City, to be honest. The next game though, didn't see this one coming. Newcastle 5, Brentford 1. Is it time to start taking Newcastle seriously?
Well, I don't know who ain't taking them seriously. I am. I said Newcastle's going top 4. 100%. Yeah. Newcastle's lost like 1 game in like 15 matches. Going to the back end of last season, they haven't lost.
They've only City have had a better record than Newcastle from when Eddie Howe took over.
Thank you. There you go. So, like quietly, I've been watching them, and what I'm seeing is just positive every week. It's the players that's been missing, and they're still winning football matches. So now the players are coming back. It's even better. Like no one thought they would beat Brentford by that scoreline, but if you watch the game, they should have won by more. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, so they dominated that game from start to finish, controlled it. They didn't look at any moment of losing control of that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's true. And
Newcastle, a different kettle of fish now. They're a different proposition.
I
Face,
see how the media are falling in love with Bruno Guimaraes now. That
yeah,
was a masterclass of performance against Brentford.
telling you, second
He's
goal,
been
class.
linked with Real Madrid, you know.
Yeah, he's a baller, man, big baller. But he's been injured for like 3, 4 games, injured for
Yeah,
like a month, and they're still winning. And he's back in the team, 2 goals, man of the
same.
match. Like,
Yeah, it's true. They've
baller,
been missing
baller.
Callum Wilson, still winning games. Isaac's injured, still winning games. St. Maximin's been injured, still winning games.
There you
Is it
go.
time to give Eddie Howe his flowers as well?
Well, I've been giving him his flowers again. You know what I mean? Eddie Howe deserves his flowers. He deserves it. Good manager, underrated, diligent. Does you know what I'm saying? He does his stuff on the training ground, man. You know what I mean? He puts in the work. He's won titles, maybe at a lower level, but still been across that line. You know, like
Yeah,
he's won
that's true.
things. So that's good. You know what I mean? And where Newcastle was when he took them over, I was shocked. A lot of people were saying he took over because they was getting prepared to go championship. Do you know what I mean? So if they needed to bounce back, he's the perfect guy. That was the reports at the time. Yeah, he's the perfect guy, but I don't think he's there to keep them up. It's too difficult, blah, blah, this, that. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, look where the guy is. He's cruising. He's only lost one game, man. Come on, man.
What was
One
the stat?
game.
I think they're the first team to not win any of their first 14 league games and stay up.
There you go.
I think
Eddie
Newcastle
Yao.
finished top half.
Courtesy of Eddie Yao. He's only lost one game, Jay, like you said, to Liverpool in extra time.
Literally.
Had goals disallowed that he's marginally offside. So come on, man. They're balling. They're balling.
Newcastle are 6th at the moment in the Prem as well.
Hard to beat. Definitely watch out for them.
Yeah, we've got them next Sunday as well. We'll touch on that later as well. What else? Saturday, Brighton 0, Spurs 1. Big win for Tottenham after getting battered against Arsenal a week earlier. They're still in the mix, you know. Tottenham is still in the mix.
Yeah, don't write them off. Don't write them off.
Yeah. Crystal Palace 2. Oh, we'll get to Sunday now. Crystal Palace 2, Leeds 1. I know you want to wax lyrical about your boy Eze. Now is your time. Tell me how good this guy is, bro.
Mate, where do I start? Kid's so talented. It's like, it's a joy watching him playing for a South London club. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's good to showcase talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, give these youths the opportunity to play their football, how they want to play. Like, Eze's been at the club before Vieira came, but we've seen a different Eze. Do you know what I mean? So now we're seeing a real player come out. Freedom. You know what I'm saying? He's playing with a different swagger. The way he glides past players, his eye for a pass, his quality, like free kicks, corners, dead balls. He's a baller, man. His touch, his football brain. Yeah, man. Weekend, that goal.
That was a finish.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a finish of an experienced pro.
We're gonna see a lot more of that quality. I'm telling you, I believe that. That's how much I think there's a lot more in that locker to come out, mate. Trust me. I've seen him try things that nearly come up. I've seen him do something against Chelsea, that just oozes class. I've seen him go pick up the corner quick. The way he did it, even Kepa, he got a touch to it, you know, but they never got a corner. Any touch from a Palace player, that's a goal. And that was at 1-0. Come on, man. That shot as well. Like, he's balling. He's balling. Every time I watch him, he performs. Even when Palace loses, he performs. So he's a baller, man.
It was him that missed the chance against Arsenal opening day, innit?
Yes. You remember, it was straight through and goal.
Yeah.
And he tried to... Yeah, that's what I said.
I think that's what's missing from this game. And I think...
That cutthroat, that killer instinct,
that
finished him.
You see why... I can see why he's compared to Jude Bellingham, but I see if that was Bellingham, he's scoring that, innit? I think that's the next step for Eze, innit? Becoming...
I know what you're saying.
It's the moments, innit? It's the moment. Yeah. You see how Saka's starting to become the defining moment in games, innit? That's what Eze's got to be. Because deep down, Wilf Zaha wants someone else that can be that match winner just like him, innit?
Yeah.
And deep down, you can tell he wants Eze to be that guy, innit? Well, Eze's got to take those moments, innit? Because especially this season, anyone outside the top 6 could literally go down, innit? Like, there's not much difference between the big 6 and the bottom. Well, Forest are dead in it, but the rest of the league, innit? You know what I'm saying? So it could be those games. Like, I'm not saying the ones against like Chelsea and that, but if you get them chances against Leeds like you took yesterday, you've got to take them against other teams like Fulham's and the Leicesters and the Evertons of that. Like, he's got to get into the habit of doing that. If he can get you like 8 goals a season, those 8 goals could be priceless.
I think he will get that. Hands down. I think he will get that. Easy, Jay. Not even difficult. I think he's come of age now. And the thing is, like you said, yeah, he's got a team that allows him to play. See Wilf, yeah, and Elise, problems on both wings. So he's got balance, he's got outlet. Bro, come on, against Leeds, yeah, he's picking out Elise all day, man. See, people don't appreciate things like that in football because these men make it look so simple. It's not simple, bro. See, to just pick up the ball and turn and do a 40-yard, 30-yard. Some players do 60, 70 and pinpoint hit the player just behind the fullback. Dre, that's quality, you know. I'm telling you, he's underrated. I've seen the you pick it up, turn. He just looked up once, ping, on your chest. You know the ones there, like he's a baller. He's a baller, man. And that's why he's gonna shine because he's got players making them runs in it. So he's got that. You know what I'm trying to say? He's got that option. So you can see his quality. Like you know what I'm saying? They play to his strengths, man. Soon as he
Do you,
gets on it, Elise is off. You know what I'm saying? It's mad. I love how they play still.
do you think he's ready for a big club?
No, not just yet.
Not
Not just yet. They won't take the risk on him because of the injury he had in it. He was out for like 8 months, near to a year or something like that. So I don't think they'll risk it. A big club won't risk it unless he balls out that ball out of his socks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I know in the group chat I said Newcastle, but you know what? Yeah, Liverpool.
never know. But I don't think
see him there. But it
they've got
depends on
their
the manager,
stacked.
isn't it?
Yeah, they're stacked now with Harvey Elliott, Carvalho. You know what I'm saying? I could see him at Newcastle. You know, now that you've said it, you never know. It could be if he balls out. He's an Eddie Howe type of player, man. Eddie Howe will take him and nurture him and that. But he should stay at Palace. I think Palace going places. You know, seriously, I actually do. I think Palace is gonna do stuff, man.
You know what? Just because they're South London club, yeah, and you know, like in terms of London football clubs, South ain't really got what we got. Palace and bloody AFC Wimbledon. Like it's good to see. It's good to
Yeah,
see Crystal Palace do, and they've been in the Prem for like almost 10 years now. Like it's good to see Palace doing well, but I hope, I pray that Patrick Vieira can take Palace on a step now, innit? Stop being relegation fodder, mid-table fodder. I want to see them challenging, like pushing the top 8. Maybe a good season might push top 6. You know what I mean? Like I'm
yeah,
happy for Palace. I'm happy he's given a man them football. That come on, man. That's it's kind of like everyone's all the man them second team in it.
yeah.
Crystal Palace. So you know,
And they play
happy for them.
ball. Yeah,
Yeah, they
definitely
do.
happy for them. They
From the
just need the
Roy Hodgson
results now.
days, from the
Yeah,
dire, terrible, anti-Christ Roy Hodgson football
I
to
know.
this.
Just get a result.
Listen, man, I
Just try and
played
get a
four
result.
centre backs. Man, I played 4 centre backs across the back line and that.
The only time they push past halfway line is for set pieces, bro. You know that
Listen,
that man stay in the half for the whole 90 minutes. You know, like that,
listen,
just deep
man's
defending.
wasted valuable years of Wolf Zaha's career playing defensive right winger and that. Like, come on, man.
Telling you, man, it's a joke. This is why I can't wait for the results to match the football because the football's there now. The quality's there. The football's there. It's just that the results.
On to the other half of London, East London, West Ham 3, Fulham 1. They started to pick it up now, West Ham. Scamacart, baller. But I also want to give out special praise to Andreas Pereira. Did you see his goal?
Yeah. My baller, man. Come on.
Hey,
That's my
well,
boy, man. You know this, man. I rate him from a
you
young
know,
lad. I watched him grow,
I
you
think
know.
that's his level, isn't it? I don't think his level's Manchester United. You know, when some players, their level's not Manchester United, but their level's a bit lower, isn't it? That's it. That's all. That's not even a disrespect because I've been a fan of Pereira.
I think, like I said, that was a good move for him because at United he weren't going to get a look in. So I know at Fulham he's going to play every game once he's fit. Like I know he's
Yeah,
going to
that's
play
his level,
every
isn't
game.
it?
So
No pressure.
hopefully that's a stepping stone for him. I don't think he's going to stay at Fulham. He's too experienced of a player to be at Fulham. I'm telling you, Jay, he can play at a better club than Fulham.
Where?
He could be at Newcastle.
Nah,
He can. Come on. They got
no,
Murphy. They got Longstaff. Like, bro, I watch Newcastle
nah.
sometimes, yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, how the hell does Eddie Howe
Hey,
do it?
remember when United wanted Longstaff,
I love it, man. That's
and then it
Drake,
was
man.
his
Come
ginger brother that scored the winner against us. Remember?
on. bro, bro,
Hey,
man's got
dire
Joe
days, man.
Hilton. Man turned a striker into a midfielder. Eddie Howe's a
But
legend.
ain't that similar to what Everton have done with Iwobi?
Oh, you were saying, innit? Oh, yeah, you were saying that
Hey, listen,
he's a centre mid now or
yeah,
something
he's a
like
holding
that.
mid fam. He's playing now. You know what?
So
Yeah,
what? I thought another player was him, yeah?
it's
Nah, he was
Onana
at
and
right back.
Iwobi.
Did you see him at right centre back at the
Hey,
end?
listen, I don't know what Lampard was doing, bro.
Lampard's a madman. That ball Rashford headed and ran onto. Iwobi was on the floor, bro. Man's
Hey, who
playing
took that
right
shot and
centre back.
who took that shot and he almost look off Rashford's ankle, bro,
He was,
at the end?
I can't remember, but
It might have
I
been
remember the
Onana, you
shot.
know. Bro, it looked like Rashford, Rashford looked like he's dead, bro. Like he was mad.
Yeah, I
He
hear
had to
that.
take a few minutes in that. But moving on to that game now. It was the late game last night. Everton won, Manchester United 2.
You know, come on.
That was a big win. I know me and Skervin said we weren't worried about the game. I know you were worried yourself, Ronaldo, after
100%,
the
100%.
disaster of a week ago. What did you make of United's performance yesterday?
Mate, spirited performance. Brilliant. I love to see that. I love to see when my team play as a team, like when you have to dig in, like help each other. You know what I'm saying? Push each other, like Veron. You saw that, innit? The first set,
Yeah,
it was like, come on, Galvin. That. I love that. That's team spirit. That's what I want to see. Fight, Drake. You know what I mean? Even if we lose, yeah, even if we was to concede, I'll be like, oh, pissed, yeah, but still, you know what I mean? It's unlucky, lads. You know, like that, because when a man gives his all, that's all you can give, bro. You know what I mean? You can't. What more can you ask? But yeah, bro, spirited performance. The result in the end, I think we deserved it in the end. You know what I mean? We were the better team in the end. You know what I'm saying? Everton played well for the last 10, maybe 15 minutes, giving them a bit more. But yeah, overall, we deserved the win. So yeah.
yeah. I think United, we were the better team from the moment they scored that goal to the last 5 minutes of the game. We should have won by a lot more as well.
You only gave them
Literally,
5, yeah.
I'm only giving them 5. 'Cause they weren't good. They weren't that
Yeah, I
good.
get
Like,
you.
United controlled that game.
100%, 100%.
Casemiro looked a bit out of sorts those first 5 minutes. I think the pace of the Prem got to him like immediately. I think he realised, raw, this is not Celta Vigo, innit?
Do you think? Go on. I'll let you finish it.
But once he settled in the game, brother, that's a proper DM. That's a proper DM doesn't need someone sitting next to him, bro. See, when
Yeah.
you got a competent, not even competent, a world-class DM, it allows the other player that's playing in midfield with you to push on. Christian Eriksen at no point was side by side with Casemiro, bro. At no point.
100%.
It was a measured performance. He added calmness. It wasn't just when he got the ball, hoof it long, like certain man, like rugby players in our team, innit?
True. Yeah.
Bro, he
But
lost the ball for the second goal, yeah?
yeah.
He lost the ball. My man tried to make a pass. He blocked it, won the ball back, and then played in Ronaldo. Class.
No delay. I
Class.
like that.
Exactly. No
2
delay.
touches.
You like
Bam, bam.
every man in that squad, yeah, watches man make like Ronaldo make the run, and they're like, no, keep holding the ball.
Exactly.
No
Go
long to
wide.
Casemiro.
Go
Exactly.
wide. Go left.
Yeah.
Go. Straight through the killer. You know, like that. Straight in
Come
there.
on.
Down the belly. Send him in. No delay. I'm telling you, I love it. I love it. But just add to what you're saying, Dre. I wouldn't say he was out of sorts, yeah. It's just the team understanding what he brings. He brings calmness. It doesn't matter what
Thank
position
you. Yeah.
he's in. It doesn't matter what he's facing. He's relaxed because he's that type of player. He's been there and done that. You know, like that. Like it doesn't
And he
phase him.
plays like it. He plays like it. He plays like he plays like he's been in every single scenario you could think of in football. I've
There
been
you
in.
go, bro. So experienced. It shows, innit? That ball that he got back, he never expected it. He never wanted it. He never wanted it. That's why you see he looked at him when he was
Yeah,
sliding and he
he was
looked at him
pissed. He
like,
was pissed. Who's it?
what are you
Dallo.
doing?
Dallo was terrible
Yeah,
yesterday.
there you go, bro. See, when I say don't get excited about these players, I'm gonna get on to him in a
Nah,
minute. But you remember, you know me, Jay. I'm like, don't
yeah.
get fooled, bro. These men are dead. But anyway, like you said, that's my point. It's the players that's around him. See, when he's playing with Martinez or he's playing with Ericsson or Ronaldo or whenever he's playing with players with quality, yeah, it's calm. It's
Mm,
triangles. I see
mm.
this guy, yeah, Dre, yeah, stretch for the ball, yeah, and make a pass. You know, like I've seen a man
Yeah.
play a 1-2, you know, just stretching for the ball. First time. That's what I like about him. He doesn't take a lot of touches. You see that Scotty, he needs 5 touches
Oh,
just to
brother.
pass the ball to Dullo
Scott
out on the right.
McTominay will run with the ball to just pass to you 2 yards, bro.
Bro. There you go. Casemiro moves the ball so quick. It's so quicker. And what he does so well, yeah, he read the game, Jay. His
Mm,
positioning is amazing. Bro,
thank you.
like
Yes.
the way he wins the ball back, the way he anticipates where it's crazy, bro. Like you said, he lost the ball. He just read it. Wobie, where you going? Shut down, man. Clamp, man. You know what I mean? He just sent him that way. That's where I want you to go. Look, boom, I've won it now. You know
Yeah.
that straight away, spring and attack. You know which one, yeah? I have to mention, yeah? It's the one that he won and gave to Rashford. And Ronaldo stopped it from going to Bruno. He done the same thing. Stop, man, on the edge of the box. Here you go, Rashi. And Rashi tried to slit into Bruno, but Ronaldo was offside. And he
Oh,
controlled it.
yeah.
So you
Yeah.
saw Rashi on the floor with his hands up and Bruno with his hands
Yeah.
up like, Ron, what are you doing? I'm in. You know he's in and goal. That's a shot and goal.
There was another one
No,
who crossed it in, and I think Ronaldo took it. I think Ronaldo was offside anyway, but he took it off Bruno and Rashford. They
yeah,
were both back
yeah,
post.
yeah. That shows you the guy clots, Jake. See that clip to the back post? That's a
Mm.
sit aheader, you know. That's a go on ahead me in.
But it's one of the. I think one thing one thing I'll say quickly. I think these guys are having inferiority complex when it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, and I don't mean that
Jake,
in a dickhead way. I just mean it in a
Jake,
way like, go on.
why you say that? Go on, I let you say your point. In it.
I'm thinking like, raw. If that's me and the ball's coming to me, there's 3 of us at the back post. I'm shouting, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. Like I'm shouting, leave it in it. But I watched it. I'm like, none of it. Like Rashford didn't say nothing. Bruno didn't say nothing. You just let Ronaldo head the ball, head it over, and then you were like, oh, but you didn't really have a go at, man. You just like, oh. And then Ronaldo looked around and it was like, bro, why didn't you say anything?
Nah, to be fair, yeah. Yeah, I have to disagree with you on that one. I think he got the shout. But knowing Ronaldo, he's not leaving nothing. You know Ronaldo. He's gonna do that, and then if he misses, he's gonna say sorry or whatever. But he ain't leaving nothing, Jay. Come on, man. I think he was slightly offside for that one as well. But I agree with you. That was perfect for Bruno or Rashford. Sitter perfectly for place, but I don't know, man. You know it's pro ball, man. 100% you get the shout, Jay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, innit, Jay?
I'm not sure with this
100%.
team, bro. I'm not sure. This after what I saw, what game is it? Last Thursday against Ombadova or Pneumonia Nicosia.
Man said pneumonia, you know. Now someone try to say that. Try to say, man,
Pneumonia
what?
Nicosia. Bro, you're trying to get, bro. You know what? It was disgraceful the way they just kept trying to play for Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo was gonna get his 700th goal in it. But bro, win the game, innit? Win the game if we start doing this little foolishness, trying to pass to Ronaldo every 2 seconds and that.
I think he was trying too hard, Jay. I'm not cutting you, but football's weird like that, Jay. Look how hard he was trying against Nicosia.
Yeah,
Against Everton, he had one chance and he scored.
hey,
Football's
Jordan
mad.
Pickford, bro. Jordan Pickford.
See,
But yeah,
Jay
we'll leave
can't
that.
give him his flowers.
I'll give him his flowers. He scored in it. He scored, but Jordan
Yeah.
Pickford showed him half of the mercy, bro. You know what I mean?
Nah, that shot was class, Jay. That was a daisy cutter
he,
you
sh-
called them ones, Jay. It was
he
low and
showed,
hard.
bro.
So
He
the keeper
showed
has
him
to
half of the
react
goal,
quick.
bro. He showed him
Jay, but
half of the
look where he
goal, bro.
went. It was
Bro,
low and
that
hard
goal
right
did
next
not
to him.
even. It didn't even go in a near post. You gotta have that covered, bro. He's a big man, big goalkeeper in that England international. In that.
I agree, but I wouldn't say that it's his fault for that goal, honestly, Jay. Because remember, the player's on his weaker foot to strike the ball like that. That's world class, Come on, Jay, man, because this is left foot, yeah,
It's a
which is not
near
his stronger
post,
foot, and
near
he
post, and the
banged
way
it,
he hit it, it went to the other side of the goal, bro. So
low and
anyway,
hard, daisy cut. Come on, man. It's
Jordan,
sleeping on the Mersey.
Jordan, bro,
You know
my
I
man.
love
We'll say
Leave
they got that.
Ronaldo.
They got the docks and the Mersey in it. They got the docks and the Mersey for the Irish
Yeah.
people in that. He just opened it up for Ronaldo, bro. He just said, "Just take a shot, bro."
Nah, I like the celebration though. Sleeping on the
Yeah,
Mersey side, bro.
yeah, it's good. It was a good goal. I ain't gonna lie. I celebrated, of course.
And you know what as well, Jay? Yeah, you gotta give the guy credit. He's a true professional, world class. Come on, man. He must have been pissed he never started the game. Come on. You know
Hey,
that's
you know what's
Ronaldo.
funny? Yeah, you know what's funny. We're
Yeah.
gonna touch on Martial because he did play well for his first, whatever,
Yeah,
how long
yeah,
he was on the pitch for. But
100%.
you see that little cheeky grin Ronaldo had when when Martial was coming off.
Yeah.
Like he looked at him like, bro, I knew it, bro. He was just a matter of time, fam. Bro, on the bench, bro.
Nah, Jay, don't say you can't
Hey,
say
that
that.
was a cheeky
Bro.
grin, bro. Look at Ronaldo's face. Bare
Nah, I
smiling,
saw
grinning
the
teeth.
I saw the grin still. I'm not gonna lie, because he's like, yeah, I'm coming on. I never expected this, but I
Like,
have to
of
give him his
course he knew.
props.
Yeah,
That Jay,
he
he's
handed
a
it.
real pro. He's a pro, Jay. Come on, man. He's a pro. When called upon, he's there. One shot, one kill. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Last night is
Yeah.
when I said to myself, nah, Ronaldo is excellent for Man United. You know why, yeah? To build a winning team, Jay, yeah, we're gonna need top quality on the bench coming on at some point. You know what I mean? So we can't have man coming on slacking like last season, like looking like they were sleeping and the manager woke them up. You know what I mean? He was ready, he was fresh, Jay, he was warmed up. Come on, man. We played better when he came on. Did we slack, Jay? Did the levels drop? Be honest.
It didn't drop, but it didn't drop, but it didn't improve. Like
Thank
that,
you.
it was the
Nah,
same
it
level.
did. Come on, Jay, man. It
It
did. We
didn't
played
improve.
well. When
You
he
know
came
what?
on, for me, yeah.
Martial played well, very well. For that
Yeah,
first
yeah,
half an hour, he played well in it. Martial
yeah,
linked up the play and he set up Anthony in it. And
yeah.
he
He
could have
got
had
a
a goal
chance as
himself
well.
if
Yeah, he had a
he
chance. That
if he
cutback,
sorted
didn't
out his feet a bit. And he had another one where I think it was one of them defenders that took off his feet and that. Martial played well in it.
Yeah, yeah.
I still think Ten Hag's going to go with Martial. But if everyone's fit, he goes with Martial over Ronaldo in it. But like you say, Ronaldo is good. Maybe
For
for
the
the
top
final
games.
15 minutes or even the big games.
Nah, yes,
Even the
bro.
big
I agree
games.
with you. I agree with you
Like
on that one. I think the
who we
big
got next? We
games
got
are the big
Chelsea. We got
ones.
Chelsea next. Before
Yeah,
we've got Chelsea, we got Tottenham next Wednesday. I'll start
games
Ronaldo.
like that.
I'll
You
start
get what I mean,
Ronaldo.
Jay?
Yeah,
Yes,
have to.
he's a
Because
threat.
like
Yes,
after what
100%.
I saw against City and what I've seen against Everton, you need players that are going to win you the game in it. You know what I'm saying? Like Ronaldo has the ability to not just score one goal, he could give you a hat trick and win you a game 3-2. He did it against Tottenham last season, didn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
Martial's good. Martial's good. Rashford's okay up front. For what they do, they play in moments. But Ronaldo is the man that can literally win you the game by himself, innit? And
Yeah.
for big games, you need that. So who got sat Sunday? Newcastle. All right, cool. I don't know who starts in that game, innit? But Wednesday we got Tottenham, and next Saturday we got Chelsea. I don't know how Cristiano is going to work it. I don't know, he's going to put himself in a gas chamber or something, but he needs to start both of them games, innit?
Jay, this not cutting you, bro, but this is the thing where I differ from you, yeah. See, for me, Ronaldo doesn't play every week, that week in, week out. He's too old, bro. He's top class, he's quality, but we know sooner or later
So,
his body can't.
yeah, we've
Yeah,
got Tottenham next Wednesday and we've got Chelsea the Saturday after, yeah, literally a couple of days after. Which
yeah.
game does Ronaldo play?
Chelsea away. Like he can come on against Totti. Do you get my gist? But we need to
Yeah.
save Ronaldo for the big games. That's how I see Ronaldo at this point in his career. Yeah, like City, he has to play. You get what I mean, Jay? For me, he has to play. Like if it's even 60 minutes, 65, you know what I mean? He has to play, bro. See Ronaldo, bro. Even if he doesn't score, Jay, yeah. How can I say it? He gets defenders on their toes, innit? He's a threat.
Occupies them. Yeah, he occupies
Yeah,
them.
like I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it, bro. But he's a threat. Just his name on the sheet, his name in the starting 11, players already scared, bro. That's how I see it, innit? You get where I'm coming from. So having him in your team, you gotta use him. Have to. Gotta use him, bro.
Good evening, Skervin.
Good evening. Good evening.
Skervin, you know. I just clocked it. Skervin.
Oh boy, Skervin times his rivals perfectly, don't he? You watched the game yesterday. What was your thoughts on United bouncing back after the Derby Day disaster?
I think it was a solid team performance. You know what I mean? Like even though we went a goal down, you know, we went out there. We could have, you know, bottled it under pressure, you know, away at Goodison. And they got the early goal and they got a bit noisy. But as soon as Anthony got that equaliser, we controlled the game. So it was good to see, man. And obviously Martial had a good performance before he went off. But obviously before the game, I think if he knew that he wasn't fit, he shouldn't have played because it could have set him back even more now. Ronaldo did what Ronaldo does, didn't it? Like he puts the ball in the back of the net, bro. Like that's the thing. Like I don't know if that was Rashford or if that was Martial, we would have had the same end result, mate. But Ronaldo, he buries, bro.
Viva Ronaldo! Come on, Scare no class, world class.
700 league goals, bro. 700, bro. Come on, man.
Never be done again. Never in the history of football.
Come on, man. You got that sitting on the bench, bro. Come on.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got to unleash him, Jay. Come on, man. Have to.
He played. That was his best performance of the season so far. He resurrected himself. On Thursday, there was bare man saying, "Boy, he looked like one of them testimonial dogs and that."
Yeah. But as well, it was good, the connection to see him and Casemiro link up. You get me? That Casemiro ball, as soon as he got it, bruv, he knew what Ronaldo was on. Ronaldo knew what he was on. Boom, end result. Boom, 3 points. Happy days. You know what I mean?
One thing I want to quickly touch on, is that the calmness that Casemiro brought, we mentioned earlier, but also you add that with the calmness. It's like the calmness from like Martinez rubs off on Casemiro. Casemiro's calmness rubs off on Eriksen. Eriksen playing very calmly yesterday, and then it allowed the front three to just be fluid. You know what I mean? Like I know I criticized Rashford yesterday, but when in hindsight I look back at it as like Rashford was effective without really doing much, which is what I've always want. You always want your players to be in it, like effective, even if they don't score or assist.
Come, Jay.
You want it to be effective. He was effective. Wait, hold on. I'm praising the guy. But now Rashford was effective yesterday, right or wrong?
He was brilliant yesterday.
Exactly. Well,
yeah, brilliant.
Thank you. But you see what I always say, Rashford is a moments player. It's like he plays him, he delivers moments, but outside of that, don't do nothing. Yesterday, Rashford was doing a lot yesterday.
He should have had a goal.
That goal was disgrace.
Forget the goal, because they robbed us, yeah. But did you see the ball to Casemiro? Did you see the ball to Casemiro? Come on,
that was
lads.
A ball. That was
Trey. Thank you.
Casemiro should have buried that.
Buried that.
That was rash, innit? Yeah, that was rash.
That's what I like about Rashi, Trey. He mixes it up. When I was trying to say it, no one weren't listening. But that yesterday was a perfect demonstration. See his wing play, Jay. He will whip it in. You get my point? He will try, even if it don't come off. But he sees the pass. If you get what I'm saying, he's done
But
it loads
do
of
you
times.
think, yeah? Do you think, yeah? He's lost a bit of something. Like, not to criticize me or anything, but the Rashford of old used to dubs man, used to flip flop man. Is he lost the something, or is it maturity now where he's trying to?
Well, you see all of that comes with confidence, mate. So the more confidence he gets within himself, you're gonna see all of that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, he should have confidence. He's bagged how many goals this season? He's played a month
No,
last
I'm not saying that he ain't got the confidence, but the confidence at that ability that he feels he can get away with that and bring that out the locker, it's gonna come, bro, because we've got it.
Yeah,
you get me.
And also freedom. It's the freedom in the system, Jay. The manager has to trust you. You see how he trusts Anthony. You see when Anthony loses the ball, Jay, what does he do? Be honest.
Listen,
Cats it down.
I love it.
See it, innit, Jay? Thank you. So that's how you earn the freedom, Jay. That's how you earn the freedom to lose it. You know what I mean, Jay? Because you're gonna win it back.
And I was watching. Rashford was tracking back because he must have saw what Anthony was doing. It's like, right, okay,
there you go.
I know if I don't do this, Sancho's in next week, innit? See, competition for places now. You get me?
What did we all think about Luke Shaw, though?
Brilliant. I stepped on him, Sker. Yeah, brilliant point, Sker. I said, no, that's one of his best performances in the United shirt for a long time.
Here's why I give you flowers, Ronaldo. Yeah, because you said drop Malacia and play Shaw. You did say that. You said that from a week ago.
Say that. You need him. You need a bit of like.
No, I'm not saying he played good.
He played well, not brilliant.
Yeah,
not excellent. Nothing to write home about. But
he's borderline. He was borderline up there for man of the match.
Yes,
he was borderline up there for man of the match.
But you know what he needs to do? You know what he needs to? He needs to get that backward thing out of his head, bruv. Cause he keeps doing that as well, bruv. Play forward.
But you see what it is with him. Remember Jose? Remember Jose said it. Remember when he said I had to be Luke Shaw's brain.
Yeah.
Remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Disrespect, bro. That's disrespect.
You know what? I think that's the truth, innit? I just think the man. I think he plays within himself, innit? He ain't got the belief. Ever since he broke his leg, that belief to go forward and bomb up and down that flank is gone. He's very. I don't know, like what it is. If it's the manager that needs to tell him what to do, but there's times Rashford cuts inside and there's the whole left flank for him to just run, make a run. He just stands there.
Thank you, Jay. Would you say it's a fitness issue, Jay? Because before Jose
yesterday,
Van Gaal had him doing extra training, laps around the pitch.
But even that. Remember when Hodgson was England manager? He criticised Luke Shaw.
Go back even
Pochettino at Southampton criticised Luke Shaw. Van Gaal's criticised Luke Shaw. Jose, bro, he threw him in the basement when he was at United.
True.
Ollie kissed his ass, innit? But outside of that, bare managers have questioned your fitness. Like, he looked fit yesterday because he was tracking back. He was going forward,
he tracked back. That's good yesterday.
I'm telling you. See what I was saying,
that's one game. He looks trimmer. He looks a lot trimmer, but that's one game.
He's been training. He's been dieting, doing what he's supposed to be ready for this particular game.
Ever since Ten Hag had man doing them 13 kilometers and that after the Brentford game.
Yep.
Hey, man, stop going Burger King and that. Vegan lobster.
Man, say plant burgers and that.
You can experience the man to the manager do it as well. So man said, I got my ideas.
Hey lads, do you know what he done after the City game? He told the guys to speak openly, innit? He had a session, Trey, he told everyone to speak openly, like how you feel about the team, your performance, like just in general. It's like an open floor, Scott. I heard it was heated. Jay, like it was about to kick off. I heard it was heated.
That's what you need.
Trust me.
You air the tensions in it, Jay. I get you. I respect
100%.
You need that. That's how you galvanize, innit?
Because that honestly,
within a team, bruv, then There's nothing, man. You need
That's how you
honesty.
galvanize. That's why they was
that
like that
honesty,
yesterday.
because that
Yeah.
honesty will bring trust.
Yeah.
Exactly.
'Cause
So
at
he
least-
knows. Because you're speaking openly what you think about a man. So when you go out there in the battle, when he falls, you pick him up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know his
100%.
weaknesses in it. You get what I'm saying? So because you have to accept where you're weak, because it's an open floor. So a man's gonna say to you, "I'm Malaysia. I think you're XYZ in it. You should take a break." You know, like that, Jay. Because that's speaking openly. It's like, what do you think? Lads, get on.
You should take a break.
Yeah, plain mistake. Hey lads, you know, bro, I'm telling you,
said,
you
you can't play,
camera.
you can't play that.
Put a camera. Put a camera in the dressing rooms. You guys, it's mad, bro. I'm telling you, players.
Oh yeah. But I feel like
yeah,
that's needed. That was 100% needed. That's another tick in the box for Ten Hag.
yeah.
I don't even think Ten Hag was even in that room. I think he just said to them, "You know what? Talk. I'm going to sit back. I'm just going to let you guys talk. Honest, open, say what you want to say." Like, boom. And then certain amount, because apparently the leaders in that dressing room are Martinez, Bruno, and Varane. Like, they're the lead, and Casemiro, and Casemiro as well. Like, that's the leadership group, innit?
I love that.
Like, they've raised the standards. I've seen a lot of leaks coming out of the dressing room where they're saying that Casemiro is the quiet, silent leader. Varane and Martinez are very vocal in that dressing room. Like, the whole dressing room has changed.
Can see on the pitch as well.
Yeah.
Can I say something as well?
Go on.
The substitution of Varane was Matt saving substitution, you know.
Hey, listen, that header he took off Pickford's head, bro.
He took it off Pickford's head, cuz.
Bro. Ask Jay what I said straight after the game, Jay. Come on,
you
Jay.
You said that was match winning.
That's like a goal, bro. That's like a goal. That's like, bro. But lads, come on, we have to give the manager credit. We have to.
100%. Game management was on point.
On point. I've been criticizing him all out the season, throughout the season so far. But yesterday he showed that his tactical awareness. It's not just Varane. It was Scotty as well. He went for the high. You saw what Lamps was doing.
He knew what was coming.
So he was prepared for it. I love that. Because think about it, bro. Week before, Eriksen would have been marking on Nano or something. Calvert-Lewin, or you know what I'm saying? Something silly. And then there you go. It's curtains for us. I love that, man. I have to give 10 a round of applause for that, man. That was brilliant. He took us home, man. We was in the trenches and we needed them changes. And he made them, man. Come on, man. You have to give him his credit.
Big up 10.
Big up 10. 100.
I rate the fact that he brought on McTominay because he saw Eriksen was getting a bit leggy in it. And obviously McTominay is a destroyer in it. He's a bit of a rugby, like Casemiro is the classy destroyer, and my man, if you were to compare builders, Casemiro is like the classy architect.
Hold on, Skirt. What did Jay say? Builder.
Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish. You know them classy ones.
Bricklayers.
Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. Casemiro is the classy guy. You know the one that makes sure the cement don't overrun in that. He's the classy builder. The bricks are laid in perfect formation and that. You get me? You know what I mean? He picks up his tool. Wait, hold on. He picks up his tools. He puts back in the tool bag and he clears up the mess around him. You see, Scott McTominay, he's the fat builder that leaves absolute mess. The bricks aren't in line. The tile works out of line, but he gets the job done in it. It's a serviceable job in it.
He's a cowboy.
He's a cowboy, borderline cowboy builder in it. But he gets the job done, innit? You get what I'm saying? That was what was needed there, innit? Because Everton was trying to start playing ball. Iwobi was trying to do his thing, innit? So brought in McTominay to just destroy things. Height in the box as well.
Yeah.
Bringing on Varane was a class move. I absolutely rate that. Because literally it won us the game. If anyway Jordan Pickford had scored the equaliser, I would have come for Erik ten Hag's claw today.
No. You had no choice but to, had it, Trey. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Take us home, man. Come on, Ten.
And he led
Come on,
it. And you could tell when he came on, was making them clearances. I was calm. I was like, we're not losing this game from here.
Yeah, we've got presence in the box. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And one thing I will say also, David De Gea's distribution yesterday was a lot better. A lot
Yep,
better.
he's improving.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's improving. I saw
okay.
that.
You hit the nail on the head, mate. He was brilliant yesterday.
Yeah, he had a good
distribution-wise.
game. He had a good game.
And when
man.
I say
Even on his
calmness,
left
right,
foot as well.
because
Because
you see when you've got calmness around, even
Good.
because Victor Lindelof's a very good ball playing centre back, isn't it? Ball
Yeah,
playing.
yeah. Can't. Yeah,
So
knock him on that.
so that eases because Varane's okay, but not like Lindelof level, isn't it? So that eases everything as well. He knows because even like De Gea was playing the ball in between the lines to Casemiro. Casemiro first time to Dalot. Dalot was fucking up, but it's okay. And Anthony was holding man up yesterday. It was David De Gea.
It's all right. Yeah. And that save from Ghana at the end. Oof. On Nana's head. You see Ghana?
Wait.
James. Man United product.
What did I say? Why the hell did we get... Hey, Ghana tried to take out... Who did he try to take out yesterday? Was it Casemiro? He tried to take out someone. Yeah, Ghana needs to relax, bro.
Nah, he's like that, Jay. He's a bit of a... Yeah.
Ghana, we should have kept him. He's basically Christian Eriksen light, isn't it? The diet version. He could play. he could easily play in Europa League. But I know on Thursday we're gonna have to play the strongest team again because Ten Hag don't trust McTominay and Fred.
Well, he's gonna have to at some point, you know, Jay, because players need rest, like you say. You know what I mean? It's a long season. At some
closer
point,
to January, bro. Closer to January.
I hear that. But World Cup, Sker, don't forget, man.
Yeah, I know, but that's saying even closer to January, bro. You know, we get a break, and then that.
Saying get a few through the door.
I don't think anyone's coming in January, you know.
There might be a few out though, definitely. There might be.
I don't, because United don't really do business in January.
I know what you mean. Main business. True.
Yeah. But like you said, good win for United. Back to winning ways. I want to talk about this next few games in the league. It's a big week coming up for Manchester United. Probably the biggest week of the season. Literally, we're playing half of the top 6 in 1 week. I'm going to read out these next 3 games. I want you guys to tell me how many points we're going to get. All right. So this Sunday coming up, we've got Newcastle at home. Then Wednesday, Tottenham at home. And then Saturday, Chelsea away. How many points do you think we're going to get out of those 3 games?
I say 5 or 6.
So you think we're going to lose a game?
Yeah. It's hard playing Tottenham on
Wednesday
Wednesday and Chelsea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard playing back-to-back, having the same level. If we do win both of them games so close, well, 3 games, to be honest, because Newcastle's a very good team. I'll be surprised if we win them. If we get 9 points from them 3 games, I think we challenge for the title. Serious.
Ooh.
I think we do 100% because the teams that's playing in around that time, will be up the table. I think we'll be like 2nd or 3rd if we get them 9.
Because Arsenal meant to play City next week, but obviously that's Arsenal's Europa League game, so they won't be playing next midweek. So that's a chance to beat. Yeah, so we play Tottenham that day, so that's a chance to close the gap.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think we're going to get many points out of these games, you know?
So I say
the only reason I say it is because if he plays a strong team on Thursday, the Europa League, you play Newcastle on a Sunday, and Newcastle not rampant. To me, that's the more dangerous game out of the Tottenham and Chelsea game, because Tottenham-Chelsea, they're naturally going to be up for that game, innit? Yeah. Newcastle, your levels might drop. It might be a bit sluggish. It's 2 o'clock on a Sunday. You don't really want to be out on a 2 o'clock on a Sunday. You want to be in your yard. Or you want to be playing 4 o'clock on a Sunday. You get me? Old Trafford might be a bit subdued. Newcastle are going to be on one. It's going to be difficult, innit? I think Tottenham, will win. Chelsea just leave there without losing. Because we always get bumped at Stamford Bridge anyway. But I think, yeah, just leave there without losing. Chelsea might be on one because they've won their last few games. The games leading up to playing us are winnable as well. So they might be on a 4-game winning run. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. If we win those 3 games, then we're having a totally different conversation, innit? Where you might have to, you put Arsenal in that bracket as title contenders. You might have to just, Arsenal United might not be in that house, but they're peeking through the window, innit? But I think maximum we get out of those 3 games is 5 points. What say you, Skervin?
I think we can get 7. I think we'll draw against one of their teams, but I think we'll win against Newcastle. I'm not sure about Tottenham. I'm not sure about Chelsea, but I reckon we'll beat one of them.
Yes, boy. Interesting times ahead for United. But good to get back to winning ways. Moving on, we haven't really talked about the Champions League much so far this season in the podcast. I think it's right that we do that. English teams in action this week. We'll start off with Tuesday night in the Champions League. We've got Chelsea going to AC Milan. It was a good win last week for Chelsea against them at Stamford Bridge. Do we see them repeating it at the San Siro?
They could do, but it's going to be a lot more difficult. Chelsea, they play well at home on that pitch, innit? It's a smaller pitch, but going to the San Siro is a different kettle of fish, man. It's more space, I reckon it'll be
I think this is Potter's first away game, isn't it? I think. Yeah, I think it's Potter's first away game.
Yeah, you're right. In Champions League, yeah. Second game, innit? Third game. We played 2 at home.
Yeah, first away, yeah.
Could be a lot more difficult, and obviously they've beaten AC 3-0, so they're definitely going in as favourites, but I think Milan would have something to say about that group. Surely they're not going to let Chelsea take control of the group, They want to win at home, so it'd be a big game.
What we say, Chelsea win?
I think so. I'm going for a Chelsea win.
I'm going to go draw.
I can see a narrow Chelsea win, but I'm going to go for a draw.
I think, what's that guy, Rafael Leao? Baller.
Yeah.
Absolute baller. Absolute baller. I think he's going to tear Chelsea apart.
Didn't watch the first game. I missed the first game.
This little Reece James love affair that people started to have, it's going to end tomorrow night, bro. It's going to end tomorrow night. Other game, 5:45, FC Copenhagen against Manchester City. I think we already know what's going to happen there, so we'll leave that one alone. Wednesday night, Liverpool go to Rangers. Hey, is this the beginning and end for Jurgen Klopp, bro? If they lose that game,
I think they'll win. I think they'll win comfortably. Yeah, comfortably. 3-1, 4-1. They'll win.
What, yeah? I think Rangers are due one big night in Europe before they drop out, innit?
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah, saying
I
this
think
could
it's
be it.
close. Yeah,
I know the history, Liverpool.
yeah.
You know what you're saying, and it's the first they played each other. You know,
What is it?
Is it?
yeah, that was the first game ever between them two
Oh.
clubs. So that's the first time Liverpool's going to the Ibrox.
Mm.
So
Come on,
like you say, Jay,
rocking.
be rocking. Yeah, you know, Jay, it'll be a good game, but I think the quality wise, Liverpool way ahead of them, innit? But who knows? It's
No
football.
Diaz. Diaz is out till after the World Cup now.
That is
It's
a big
possible.
blow. That is
That's
a
a
big
big
blow.
blow.
You know what I
Big
mean?
blow.
That is a big blow. He's been their best player so far for me.
That's their engine as well, bro. That's
I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
engine gone.
So mate, that is a big blow to Liverpool.
What you
but-
saying? Ryan Kent's gonna have Trent on toast.
I bet he might not even play. You know, I think Klopp will protect him because if Kent
Hey,
toast,
Morelos against Van Dijk.
oof,
Over, bro.
oof. I think he might bag in it, like I say, 3-1.
Whoa.
3-1,
Who? What?
4-1.
3-1 to Liverpool.
Yeah. But Morales might bang still. If it was Rangers last season, different game, innit? But you know,
If it
Rangers
was
lost a
Rangers
few
under
players.
Stevie G, do you think Rangers would win this
Yeah.
game?
I think so.
Nah, I'm not sure. Rangers last season was better. Remember, they went to Europa League final, man. They had ballers, Harry Ball, my guy that went Ajax. They had ballers, man.
Oh yeah, my man was still in charge, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like last season they was alright, man. They pulled out. They beat Dortmund. I watched them, man. Ryan Kent was on stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was on stuff.
They've lost some big players. Like even the
Exactly.
one
You know what I'm saying?
that centre back that gone Ajax is good, you know.
Good baller. Exactly, Jay. That's what I mean. If it was
Yeah,
Rangers last season,
yeah.
I would say they had a better chance of winning. But this season, they're not that. You know what I mean? They're not that great in Europe, man.
I think Rangers or Celtic are due one big night in Europe before they drop out in it, and I think it's definitely happening. I'm going 1-0 or 2-1 Rangers.
Going
This is going to be Jurgen Klopp's worst week in England because you see who they play on Sunday, yeah? Liverpool City. At Anfield, bro. Haaland's going to bag a hat-trick in front of the Kop.
Nah, but wouldn't you say that Liverpool gives City the best game, though?
Well, the old Liverpool, not this Liverpool.
Well, the heavy metal Liverpool, not the bass guitar
Yeah,
Liverpool.
the bass. Hey, Gary Neville's a legend for that, bro. Hey, Skervin, did you hear what Gary Neville said, yeah?
Yeah.
He said Jurgen Klopp's used to playing heavy metal football, but so far this season, Liverpool are like they're like the bass guitar player in the band. Hey, all right. Who else is playing? Tottenham go to Frankfurt. Tottenham are where in the group? They're second in the group. Big game. It's pretty tight in Group D. Sporting are top with 6 points. Frankfurt and Tottenham got 4 points, and Marseille with 3 points. We think Tottenham should go through, right?
They should do, but you know Tottenham, they always make things difficult. So,
and Conte ain't got the best record. Conte ain't got the best record in Europe as well, you know.
Yeah.
I agree. I think they're gonna bottle it at some point, man. It's Tottenham, same old story. I think somehow they're gonna mess up because Marseille's a tricky team away. You know, a lot of people don't realize, but playing in that stadium is the atmosphere, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, go in there. Don't take it
He's
as a push up.
Who?
Yeah.
Sanchez.
Poet.
It's not hard in France, to be honest. Come on.
Yeah, but he's still got to put the ball in the back of the net, mate.
Yeah, he scored. He scored last week. Jay, you know it's my team, man. He scored. He scored still. We won still. You know them ones. That's what I say. Going to Marseille is a tricky one.
No, that stadium, what's it, the Velodrome and that? That's not a
Yeah,
joke.
you'll
That's probably
see
the
when
most difficult. That's probably one of the most difficult places to go in Europe. People don't
I'm
know about it.
telling you. You
It's
know, Dre,
very
they're
difficult.
singing all night, flares all
Yeah,
night, win or lose, bro. The ultras, you know, they're there all night.
they're the
But
same
yeah,
ultras that what they block into the training ground and that interrupted training and that.
man. All right,
Yeah.
G, come on.
Yeah, they don't play, bro.
They don't play Marseille. Marseille, trust me, their fan base is crazy.
We'll leave the Europa League alone. Let's get to the Premier League action next weekend. It starts early. It starts on Friday. Brentford versus Brighton. Brentford have been stuffed this weekend, just gone. Brighton have lost their first league game under their new manager. Where do we see the points going?
Say a draw, you know. Say a draw. Like a 2-2.
I'm gonna go Brighton, you know.
I think Ivan Toney.
Where is it? Brentford at home? It's Brentford at home.
Yeah, it's at the Brentford Community Club Stadium.
Maybe I think a draw, to be honest.
Yeah, they're coming off the back of a heavy defeat, innit? Confidence low. Might be a draw still.
All right. Early kickoff on Saturday. Leicester at home to Crystal Palace.
Palace win.
I agree.
Two again. Maybe 3-1. Depend. You know what? 3-1 Palace, man. I'm going for it. Rodgers getting sacked in the morning. That's what they're gonna be singing, man.
Listen, I'm gonna go one better than 3-1. I'm gonna go 4-1. I think they're gonna stop it. This is the end for Rodgers. He's had on long enough, bruv. How are you losing to Bournemouth? Come on. Like, and let's keep it real. The squad ain't even that bad. They might have lost a lot of players in the summer. That Leicester team's not that bad. That squad's not that bad. They should be at least mid-table. Palace, put Rodgers out of his misery, bruv. 4-1. Their goalkeeper's dead as well. So, yeah, 4-1. What are you saying, Skervin?
Yeah. I'm going to say Leicester going to get the points, you know.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to go
What makes you say that?
I just feel this whole game, you know, they need a win, bruv. Like, the whole fans are going to get behind them. You know what I mean? Palace, yeah, they're on the bounce, but sometimes they just don't know how to win, bruv. And, yeah. Well, obviously, they won at the weekend. But even that, they nearly lost that in the last minute. You know what I mean? So I gotta go Leicester, man. I think they need it, man. I think Rodgers needs it as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Leicester.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the 3:00 games. There's only two of them. Dead games anyway. It's relegation 6-pointer. Fulham at home to Bournemouth. The Scott Parker derby. Who we got?
Oh, normally I go Fulham, but Mitrovic's out, innit? He's injured.
How is it?
Yeah, he didn't play against West Ham, innit? He was out. He's injured, so I don't know. It might be a tricky one, you know.
I've got Bournemouth, you know.
You know what I mean? They both came up. So it'd be a good game, I tell you that. It'd be a good game, but Fulham at home, yeah?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm going Fulham, man. I'm going Fulham. Fulham shading it. Like 3-2 or something. 2-1. Tight game.
I've got Bournemouth 2-1.
2-0 Fulham.
If Bournemouth win that game, Jay, you know that's 6 games unbeaten. Gary O'Neill. I'm just letting you know.
I'm just letting you know they'd be level on points with Man United. going into Sunday.
Just to show you the levels, like since he's taken over, everyone had Bournemouth written off, you know, when
This
he
is the
took
same
over.
team that 5-6 weeks ago lost 9-0 to Liverpool.
Thank you. And Parker lost his job, and since then they just been climbing up
And
the table.
right now, Bournemouth are above Liverpool.
Oh my gosh!
It's
And they
mad.
lost 9-0 to Liverpool.
They're quietly moving up the league. Bro, I was shocked when I saw Bournemouth at 8th. Shocked. Hey, Gary O'Neill doing his thing. The other 3 o'clock game, another relegation 6-pointer. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. What are we saying for that one? What was the score tonight? Was it 1-1? I finished 1-1.
I say Forest finally getting a win, you know. Actually, nah, what am I saying? Never's gonna be back. Diego Costa, he ain't fit. You could see it against Chelsea that he wasn't 100, but surely he's gonna be 100 for
What
Forest.
game is it? What game was it? Was it West Ham when I see Diego Costa chucking Red Bulls on the bench and that? Yeah. This guy's just coming for the pay packet, bruv.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. I've never seen a player chuck Red Bulls on the bench, bruv. Not even the sugar-free one, the straight fire Red Bull and that. Come on, man. The guy is just there to pick up a pay packet, bruv.
Nah, let's be fair to the player. He hasn't played since when? February or something like that. You know what I mean? Jay, let's be balanced, yeah. Let's be fair. His league in Brazil finished in like February or something, if I remember correctly.
That's not my problem, is it?
He hasn't played in
MLS. Bro, that's February to October, bro. That's 8 months, bro. Go play MLS.
Yeah, he hasn't played in like 6 to 8 months or something silly like that. So obviously he's not fit. Wolves are just desperate to chuck him in. You can tell he ain't fit, man. You know what I mean? He's just walking around.
Go play MLS, bro. If that was what it was, go play MLS. Their season is from February to October. Simple. Go play with Bradley Wright Phillips and them, man.
So where's Jimenez?
He ain't been the same. He ain't been the same since he had his skull cracked.
Yeah, for real, yeah.
Before that injury, he was lethal, wasn't it?
You know what? Before that, I would have taken him at United.
Yeah, he was a killer. He was a killer finisher, man. Trust.
Who we got for that game? Wolves and Forest.
I'm going Wolves, man. Costa, first goal back in the Prem. Probably bag a brace. Yeah. Guy Wolves 2-0.
Guys, the same 2-0 Wolves.
Got Forest.
What? Say that again, pal. Forest. Forest.
Yeah. Nottingham Forest Football Club, football heritage, man.
Okay. I hear you.
They got a point tonight. Build off that. Wolves don't look that good. They even got a manager. I think Wolves are waiting for that ex-Sevilla manager, innit? Is it Lopetegui or something?
Yeah, he's a good manager, you know. If he goes there, could turn things around. You never know.
I'm going Forest. I think you've got to win at some point, man. Just make it interesting, bro. Give us something. You know what I mean? Wolves will find their feet, whatever. But Forest, give us something, bro. You know what I mean? Guy 2-1 Forest for that one. Skervin, you got Wolves, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. The 5:30 game. Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton. Harry Class A Kane. Was it 9 goals in 8 games? 8 goals in 9 games?
Yeah.
Due to Haaland moving like Robocop, or I don't know what you want to call him, Iron Man and that, backing in braces every week. Harry Kane's goal scoring start to the season is going severely unnoticed. Wait, is it another win for Tottenham?
Yeah. Totti. Consolation goal. Comfortable 2-1. 2-0. Everton might get a goal, you know. But yeah, Totti, man.
After what I saw of Everton yesterday, they're toothless up top. That should be a comfortable 3-0 for me.
Calvert-Lewin's back now. You might, try a thing,
You know what? I was about to say something crazy. Let me leave Calvert-Lewin alone. Moving on. God, Skervin.
I think it's going to be 2-0 Spurs. Harry Kane, double.
Oh, I had to put in my fantasy team, Speaking of that. Anyway, moving on. There's 4 2 o'clock games on Sunday. The one that is live on TV. Aston Villa at home to Chelsea.
Ooh. Chelsea is doing it.
I'm going Villa. I'm going Villa,
You think?
Yes. Villa's going to beat them. I'm telling you. 100%.
When did Chelsea play in Champions League? Wednesday or Tuesday? Tomorrow, innit?
Tomorrow.
I think everything depends on that result. I think if they lose tomorrow, I think that's going to have a carrying effect to Sunday.
Regardless if they win or lose, I think Villa, is going to beat them. Seriously, I just know that. Lampard's going to, not Lampard, Gerrard's going to beat Park.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. What you say, Skervin?
Chelsea always do. Chelsea always do.
Money's run out of his meter again. I think. I don't know. For the Chelsea, I don't know. I think go for draw. I want to say Chelsea. I'm gonna go over draw. I think this is going to be a big week for Chelsea as well. 3 straight away games. See how Potter does away from home.
Yep. I agree.
Villa is not an easy place to go to. When Villa Park's rocking, that's a difficult place to play at. Yeah, I'm gonna go for draw. Yeah, draw. I don't know what the score. 2-2. But I think it's gonna be one of them where they scrape or draw.
Yeah. I think Villa beat them. Yeah, go on.
Next game, Leeds at home to the league leaders and some people say title challengers Arsenal. Is it 9 wins from 10 for Arsenal? Or do they have?
Yeah, business as usual, man. Carry on. Yeah, Arsenal title challenges now, man. You gotta live with it.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this is gonna be the game where they have a little hiccup. I think it's gonna be a draw. Just because this is gonna be the first team that they face that can outrun them, bro. This Leeds team run all day. There ain't gonna be no let up. And I've noticed in a lot of Arsenal games, there's a little let up where teams get in control or they peg them back. It's happened against Liverpool. It's happened against Tottenham. It's happened against Leicester. It's happened against Fulham. It's happened against United, where Leeds just keep running. They might nick it, but I think it's going to be draw. I'm going to go 1-1 for that game. Go 1-1.
3-0 Arsenal.
Ooh. All right. The other 2 o'clock game, Manchester United against Newcastle.
Difficult game. Very difficult game. Very, very. United have to turn up and be good on the day to win that game.
They have to be at it from the get-go. None of this sloppy, slow start business.
Yeah. Because Newcastle is a proper team. They're set up to press, play counter-attack him. They're a proper team, so But I can see United just edging it. Just edging it. Like the first goal is important. Can't be going a goal down against Newcastle. Giving them confidence.
Isaac still injured, yeah?
Yeah. Well, he could be back. St. Maximan back. He came on against Brentford. Played 10, 15 minutes. So he's surely
Dallo, right?
he's surely playing against United. You know this, innit? You never know, but it's difficult, Jay. You can't say because it goes both ways, you know. When we got the ball, he's got to be back. So hopefully we keep him. You know what I'm saying, on the defensive side.
I think this could be a Casemiro masterclass in midfield. You know, first start Old Trafford.
Yeah.
I can see it. I think it's going to be a tasty one. I think it's going to be a close one. It's either going to be 2-0 or 2-1. It's going to be one of those games where we're going to have to work for that victory.
Definitely.
Right. If Varane's back as well, I don't think we're losing the game.
They're threatening set pieces, corners. They got Trippier. They can hurt you from so many different angles. Crosses.
I got crucified for saying we should have got Trippier, you know. I've been saying for time, he's not the greatest in the world. He does a better job than, you know, the days we had Wan-Bissaka at right back. And everyone's like,
100%.
Oh, he's good. That's Trippier. And now we're stuck with Gallo.
Exactly. Can't be giving away silly free kicks against Newcastle, bro. Might end up a goal. That's my point. Like, they can hurt you from so many different areas. It's a good team, man. They're a team, innit? You know what I'm saying? And they're willing to run. They got players like Murphy. Like, they are running.
That Almiron, brother, just runs, bro.
Thank you. They're hard workers. It's a team. They're a team. They're hard to beat. Because they work for each other. You know what I'm saying? There's not no superstars in there.
I think that might be the game, yeah, where you might have to play Scott McTominay, you know, and just come off the bench. Eriksen's he's played every game, innit?
I know. I don't know how he does it. Credit to the man, bro, for what he's been through. But even sometimes I'm thinking, yeah, bro, like, come on, at some point he's gonna need a break, man.
Yeah.
Surely on Thursday don't play him. Know what I mean, Dre? If you're gonna play him against Newcastle, give him a rest, man.
I think if he plays these squad players and they can't play well and do the job against pneumonia, then I'm not gonna lie, these man need to go in January, fam. If you can't get the job done, like if Alanga, Sancho, McTominay, Fred, who else is dead? Like, who else ain't gonna, like Malacia and them, man? Where's the Bravco? Like the Bravco should get a run out. Like all these man should just play on Thursday and just win the game. I don't care how you play, just win the game. Give these men a rest, bro. They deserve it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
While we go into a pneumonia, Nicosia in Cyprus and playing our strongest team. Come on.
In the end, we had to make changes. We had to dig deep to win the game.
We had to play our strongest team because these bozos. Come on, man. Come on. We should beat Newcastle. Hopefully we do. That's going to be a tough game.
Definitely.
The final 2:00 game on Sunday, Southampton versus West Ham.
Hammers coming off that win on a high, you know.
I've noticed now Mikel Antonio is coming off the bench.
Yeah. That was bound to happen, man.
That's a good option to have to come off the bench anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, quality-wise. He's going to start a few matches as well.
Yeah,
some games, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're going to chop and change, but Skamaka's the way forward.
I think Hassan Hutel's due to lose his job as well. I think he's been...
finally he's been backed, innit? He's been backed. Normally, you'd say, he hasn't been backed. He's getting budget players, but I ain't going to lie. They've spent money this year. 100%. And by their standards, whenever they back managers, they always seem to get the sack, man. You know what I mean? It's all rosy when they're bringing players through, getting championship players, whatnot. But as soon as they start spending Southampton, your job's on the line, man. You get replaced.
That is true. Yeah, I want to go West Ham comfortable 2 or 3-0 win, to be honest. The big game, the biggest game of the weekend. This could be season-defining week down on the Mersey. Liverpool at home to Manchester City.
Phew, mate. I'm gonna sound a bit like I don't know. I don't even know the word, but I think Liverpool gonna win. You know, for some reason, I just think they're gonna win. Like seriously, I don't know why, but I've got a feeling that they're gonna pull it off, and that's gonna be the
Do you think?
turning point of their
I think
season.
you're. I know where you're coming. I think you see it from the point of there's no way that it's kind of like Liverpool pride in it, where they're
Yeah,
gonna dig it out in it.
Klopp's gonna get his tactics, everything for that game on point. He has to.
He's gonna make sure they run. Like he's gonna play. Jordan Henderson's gonna run like he's never run in his life.
Telling you, bro, because imagine they was to lose that game.
Woo!
10 points, thank you, from 9 games.
Whoa.
That's sackable. That is sackable. For Liverpool standards, that is sackable, bro. After 10 games, you could potentially have 9 points.
They're already 14 points off Arsenal, you know.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just showing you that is sackable. There's 10 games in and you're already how many points off? So you're playing catch up. Nah, that's sackable. I can't even imagine Liverpool losing on the weekend. Seriously, I don't even want to like think about it. You know what I mean? Like it's not happening. Can't happen. They're gonna win, man.
I think it's one of those ones where I could see City battering them. I think if City batter Liverpool, yeah, then it's over for the rest of the league. You know when Thanos collected the Infinity Stones, all of them. That's gonna be
Nah,
Pep. That's the only thing Pep ain't done in the Premier League, you know, is go to Liverpool and batter them. He's gone
thank
everywhere
you.
else and battered them.
Nah, not that. Jake,
Yeah.
can I say something here before you say that? Certain managers will not lose 6, 7, like Conte said after the Arsenal game. He ain't losing no 6, 7, 8. That ain't in his. You get me? That's not my certain managers. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, damage limitations, man. Come on, you lot are going on. No more goals. You know what I mean? Like, just cut it off. Some certain managers they still want to
Does
play.
Klopp have that in his? How many base players does Klopp have in his team, bro?
He is. I get you, bro. But in front of the cup, yeah, he's not. He can't lose 5, 6. No
it's different
way,
for
man.
Tottenham, innit? Because Tottenham actually have defenders. What Conte done against Arsenal was very smart, innit? Like he slapped 6 defenders on, had 2 holding midfielders, and said, "Kane, just run in it, do your job in it."
Exactly.
Nothing else saying go on and back in.
Shut up, bro. No more free meals around here.
What's Klopp bringing on? What, Joe Gomez and what's Konate in that? To do what?
Stop shop, innit? Stop gap. Because
boy,
if he was to
very hard
lose
to stop
by a 4, 5, nah, he's out of his job, man. I'm telling you, he's out of his job. See, Liverpool fans here, they're tricky, you know. They love him because he's doing well. There already moans within certain section of Liverpool fans. They're already saying, he's outdated. Like, I think he's run his course. Like, I'm telling you, there was fans here after 3, 4 games. They're like, yeah, don't worry, we'll still be top. Yeah, don't worry. End of the season, we're gonna be there. They're starting to smell the coffee now, man. Thinking, bro, we're losing and drawing every week. You know, like that. It's a tricky one with Liverpool, isn't it? Yeah, it's tricky, man. I can't see them losing, though, Jake.
I think City will win, but I can see it being one of those spirited draws or spirited win, like we won, you know, just to bring life back into our season, and they go and lose next week, innit? I can see that with Liverpool, but that midfield against Rodri, De Bruyne, who else? Bernardo Silva and them, man. Like, nah.
Can't see it, innit? I know.
And Haaland's gonna Haaland's gonna want to feast in front of the cop.
Exactly. It's gonna be a mad one.
I'm
can't.
4-1 City.
Oh, embarrassing. I think if he loses 4-1, he's getting sacked. I honestly believe that. Seriously. I don't care what he's done, all of these trophies, all of that. I think if Liverpool loses 4-1, he's out of his job.
He's got enough credit in the bank to even outlast a 5-0 defeat. 100%. 100%. Yeah, he's got enough credit in the bank.
You got to take his form into account. And it's not the first time his job's going to come under scrutiny. It's already been scrutinized. Remember when TT got sacked? They was onto him. They was onto him from then. And he goes, oh, my owners are not that reactive. They expect me to fix it. Bro, you're not fixing it. Think about it. Think about it. Like, if he's not sacked now, I think in the next 5 games, yeah, if their form don't change drastically, you be gone, bro. I'm telling you, Liverpool.
I think if he gets to that halfway, that World Cup point, I don't know what you would say. If they ain't got past 20 points, I think even 20 points is bad after 17 games, bro.
There you go, bro. It's embarrassing, but it shows,
I'm
innit?
They've got to be. I don't think he gets sacked. I really don't think he gets sacked.
I hear you, though. I hear you.
I think it's got to be something. If they ain't got, I think if they only pick up 5 points for like the next 5 games, then boy, questions have to start being asked, innit? But he's got enough credit in the bank. I think if they get smacked on Sunday, his job's not even on the line. I think the only way he leaves Liverpool if he walks. I can't see him getting sacked, even if they finish 8th this season. Yeah, I can't see it. Only reason he possibly might get sacked then is because Liverpool need the Champions League money, innit? Yeah, Liverpool need the Champions
sacked,
League,
bro. 15 games in, no change in form, still 10th, getting sacked.
I ain't gonna lie, I saw this coming, innit? I absolutely saw this coming, bro. But Liverpool, not this bad, innit? Like, it's not good. It's not good. But yeah, quick little one before we go. I know this is a football podcast, you know, we like our football, but we also like our boxing as well. We missed out on a big fight this weekend. Conor Benn versus Chris EUBANK Jr. A whole heap of controversy. Certain man are out here taking their women's fertility pills. I don't know what's going on. Ronaldo, what was your thoughts on the fight getting cancelled? Was it right to be stopped? Do certain men need to hold their head in shame for trying to keep the fight on? Like, where's your head at in terms of the fight being cancelled?
First and foremost, it's shameful, man. Shameful. Shame. A lot of people was looking forward to this fight. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I can't say it, like, I don't know. It was a weird one, man. It was a weird one, but it's embarrassing because it would have been good for both of them. You know what I'm saying? Both of their careers, even win or loss. You know what I'm saying? Just getting the spotlight back, shine on them and whatever. But bro, what is going on there? Like, what? Why is he taking that drug? What's it for? Like, I don't understand. It's so confusing. Yeah, I thought it was just a joke at first. I didn't think it was serious yet. And then I saw that he'd actually taken a fertility drug. Like, what does that do? Because we don't know as the public, innit? We just see it as you take them stuff to.
The doctors
But
have been talking. Doctors have been
yeah,
talking, and they've been saying that that drug can increase in testosterone by 200%.
see, there you go. Because you know what I mean.
Also,
Yeah.
that drug's used by bodybuilders to hide, is it drug use or something?
Oh, I get you. So it's like a
It's-
mask, and yeah, you mask what
yeah,
you're really
that
taking.
drug, and they said
Yeah,
that drug is not a drug where you accidentally take it. It's always
nah,
accidentally in something else.
because it's
You
not.
take that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get you. I agree with that as well.
Mm,
It's not like it's in something you eat, or it could be
yeah.
in. You know what I mean? You can slyly say, "Oh, it was in
Mm,
that medicine," or "No, bro, it's a
yeah.
fertility drug." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
All the doctors
That,
that have been interviewed, they said that's not a drug that is in meat or anything like that.
that's
It's
what
a
I
drug
mean.
you
Yeah,
take. Yeah.
yeah,
So
I agree with that as well. But it's a weird one, man. It's a weird one, but it's the pressures of the sport, innit? The
mm,
pressure that he feels under, why he needs to take that. They won't admit it until they retire or whatever, but it's the pressure, bro. It's the pressure
I,
to perform, it's the pressure to win. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro,
mm,
man.
I think it's one of those ones where you have to look at it from the fact where these two men are fighting at a weight they've never fought before. It's a catchweight fight, obviously. He's going up in weight, but Conor Benn's going down in weight. And like when you look at Conor Benn, the guy looks mager, he looks drawn out, he looks like he's like that Chris Eubank, his dad said, like, I fear for my son in this fight. And everyone was a bit, oh, why is he moving like that? He must have known about this result time ago. Conor Benn.
Yeah, because I get you. I agree.
He must have
Because
known
the
time.
inside, yeah,
Yeah.
the inside,
And I'm thinking like,
what's
raw,
going on.
like Conor Benn's a fool because you're doing all of this to do what? Like, when you
Mm,
really think about it, this fight's about surnames.
exactly. It's a
It's
legacy
not,
fight.
yeah, like you're fighting for your dad. So
Mm.
you're willing to drug up yourself and potentially kill a next man, what, for your dad? That's you're a dickhead. Because
In it.
like you're
What else
trying
can
to,
you say? It's a weird one, man. It's
it's
like, come
weird,
on,
like
bro.
you're doing all
Yeah.
it, you're not, it's not doing nothing for your career either way. Like, bro, you're fighting for your dad. Like, you're avenging your dad's defeat from 30 years ago. To me,
Exactly.
that just shows your dad's a pussy hole, bro.
Nah, we can't
Like,
put it on the dad. Let's not put it on that.
yeah, I'm not.
Let's give him what he deserves.
To
His
me,
dad
yeah.
didn't do anything. You know what I mean, Jay?
Oh, like, come on, like, why? Like, if that's me, I'm not risking my son's health to go. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What's this doing? Like, the only thing it is prestige. Like,
Mm,
no one cares about Conor Benn before this fight. No one cared really
that's
about
my
Chris
point.
Eubank.
The
It's
spotlight's back on
literally
them now. Yeah. Before that, we didn't even care if they win or lost. Well, we would still
exactly.
look at their results. Like Chris Eubank, to be fair, I'll look at it, see if he won or whatever. But I
Yeah,
get
he's a
you,
good
Jay.
fighter. That's the worst
Yeah,
thing. He's a good fighter.
I get you though, Jay. The spotlight's back on you. That's what I
Mm.
agree with that fully. And then you go and do this. It's like, oh, why we bother?
And it,
You know
and
you know what I
and
mean?
it's not even like it was 4 weeks out before the fight. It was literally a few days, bro.
They, you know what I mean, innit? It's
It was
literally the
literally
same week when it broke. It was like the weekend. Like, come on, bro, man. Been in camp for how long preparing? Like, come on, bro.
and apparently this drug test was what got he failed it in August apparently or September,
Mm, mm.
and they've known about it the whole time.
Yeah, because
And
you had to send a second sample, innit? You know how it
it
goes.
wasn't until the Daily Mail leaked it, innit? They failed the drugs
Yeah.
test, or the fight would have gone on. That's
Nah,
mad.
it wouldn't. You reckon
No,
it?
I
Nah,
wouldn't. Yeah, because the
you think
Daily
so?
Mail leaked it. Yeah, the Daily Mail leaked the news on Wednesday, and then quickly the Boxing Board of Control got hold of it. Like, yeah, fight can't go ahead.
Oof.
So
No.
everyone, all of them, Eddie Hearn, all knew about this drugs test, didn't it? And
Boxing's
that's
so
why
corrupted. It's a joke.
Eddie Hearn has got blood on his hands, fam, and he's still, after the news came out, still trying to get this fight happening.
It's all about the paper, innit? Don't care,
Of
bro.
course. Don't care about fighters' well-beings, bro. Like,
No.
you got to think about it, yeah? Conor BENN could have taken my man's life, bro. It increases testosterone by 200%.
Animal in there, beast. He's looking to murder something, innit?
Exactly. You know how these gym men are after they got a little bit of testosterone and protein shake and that. Out here trying to tuck in their misses and that. Conor BENN's out here trying to take out man's life, bro. That's ridiculous.
Bro. I know, that's embarrassing, isn't it? That's a big dot on his career, mate. Big
And I feel
blow.
sorry for everyone on the undercard, bro. Everyone, because no one could fight.
It's all called off, innit? Training camp, all of that for nothing. Telling you. I was looking forward to that fight, man. So was a lot of people.
Definitely. But it's more because of the legacy, innit?
It's embarrassing, man. What else can you say? It's a shame.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if people want to see that fight anymore, bro.
Isn't it?
It's that real.
It's lost its prestige,
yeah.
innit? It's lost its glamour. It's lost that.
How do we know that Conor BENN ain't on the source again, bro?
Thank you. You know what I mean? It's lost that you know what I'm saying? That
the
appeal.
integrity's gone from that fight, bro.
Yeah, man. No one really wants to see it anymore. It's gonna take a lot of convincing to get that fight back.
Yeah. Hopefully it does happen. Well, who cares if it happens now, bro? Anyway, it's another episode of For the Love of the Game. Myself, Dre, Ronaldo, any final words?
Always there, lads, for the love of the game. You know? Don't know.
Always. Skervin's still trying to pay his electric meter. Hopefully he'll be back. Hopefully he'll be back next week. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave for comment. We appreciate your support. We'll be back next week for the love of the game. Peace.
Love. Peace.